The next stimulus is just a 6-pack of Mike's Hard Lemonade and a gun with a single bullet in it.
Fuck my life.
That's one hell of a way to start the stream.
Six-pack of Mike's Hard
That's
Oh,
one
hello,
hell of a way to
everyone.
start the stream.
Hi, welcome.
No.
Hello from the distant apocalyptic future of 2020 in the United States of America.
What a season finale.
I am Supreme Warlord Van Ripper, and I'm here to host our Dungeons and Dragons stream made with real Dungeons and Dragons. That's right, Corona made dragons. 2020 was a trip.
They're the blood dragons from Blood Dragon.
Yeah, they're all neon and shit. they provide their own chromatic aberration.
Oof.
Oof, yeah.
But yeah, hi everybody. Hi stream. What's up? Everything's cool.
What isn't poop these days?
I said coo, but yeah, sure.
But yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Tweet is
Especially
out. Alright, cool.
Hang on, I gotta log into my Titter.
You logged out of your Titter?
Well, I had to open up the tit.
Oh.
There.
Alright, anybody want to regale us with what happened last time?
You got fired.
No, we got promoted.
We got kicked out of a town, and then promoted.
It was a
And that-
very
You got politely asked to leave a town.
Now we were kicked out. That was just politics.
we got politically kicked out.
Yeah.
But we also got promoted.
Yes, it was a very divisive, very confusing chain of events, so to speak.
Yeah. We had the meeting with the mayor. Abby was all like, guys, this is bad.
Abby kept using a shovel known as her mouth to dig a hole deeper and deeper and deeper. Because don't you have a +4 in charisma?
Having a +4 in charisma does not equal good
Abby
talker,
has
not
a
taking
+4 in
proficiency.
charisma.
I'm-
Melissa,
You
Having
should know when to shut the fuck up.
having a +4 in charisma does not equal good talker. It just means that you're pretty to look at and could pretend. Sees in talking skills, then she's not gonna be proficient in talking skills.
So Discord crashed. Hi, chat. It's just you and me. And the music. I have been having issues with Discord all day.
Why would you want to kill Sal?
no, he's the only one around us who can talk.
I'm back.
Welcome.
What happened?
Discord just died.
Oh.
You missed a lot.
I
We're kidding
really
aside.
don't think I did. I know you. I'm your DM.
You probably heard him shouting across the room.
I heard mumbling. I was talking to the chat.
Chat probably heard me shouting.
No, it didn't light up at all.
Oh.
Oh.
Despite us being like half a foot of wall between us.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We did walk pretty
But yeah.
well until our neighbors decide to do construction.
be lucky you don't share a wall with the neighbors.
Yeah.
I wish I shared a wall with the neighbors. That way, every time I farted, I could put my bare ass cheeks up against the wall and blast
Why?
stink
Why
gas
are you
right there.
you?
What?
Why are you you?
Because I'm an angry, hateful human being, and I need to get it out.
There, yeah. Valid. Valid.
Don't be angry.
I can't help it. It's just ingrained in my nature.
He lives in the USA. Can you blame him?
No.
I mean, I can blame him for a lot of things.
Yeah, but can you blame him for being angry?
Yeah,
We can blame him for how he channels that anger.
yes. Okay. Toggle off the starting soon thing. I still need to see if I can update the stat page so that I can squeeze Sky in there too.
She's just an NPC now. It's okay.
But she got pretty art too.
That's true.
So yes, you guys were politely asked by the mayor to leave, but she did not give you a time when to leave. Just
Nope.
she didn't want you
Leave.
in town anymore.
Yep.
And she didn't
as-
want us being the adventurers of the Rockport Adventurers Guild.
Yeah.
That's all.
So, like the respectful adventurers and professionals that we are, we decided to stick around in town and get our driver's licenses.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
they don't like our kind in here.
You stuck around, you got your driver's licenses, and we left off with you guys heading to the Tinkers to pick up your energy shotgun.
Yep.
And sell some stuff, I guess.
Yep. Well, I don't know if they're going to want to buy our plain old regular swords and stuff, but
We can probably go buy, I don't know, a pawn shop on the way and gotta be
Right.
like 100 in this little back ass end town.
I do believe that we left off on a race to the Tinkers.
No, Max racing to the Tinkers.
I didn't say he
That
was
was
racing against
called-
anybody.
Sal called them and told them not to let Max in.
Coran.
I believe the words were, "Don't give anybody the laser gun."
yeah. Don't give them the laser gun.
So, we open on a peaceful day at the Tinker's shop. As...
Formerly Peaceful Day.
The only person racing there is Max. So Max gets there first.
Max does one of those. Wait, hang on. I'm going to let the dice decide.
Mm-hmm.
One of them face plants.
No, not quite. It's not graceful though. I was going to say he does like one of those riding dismounts where he just like jumps off the back of the horse and like does like a tuck and roll, but it's more of like a tuck and lay down on the ground and just slide a few feet.
He goes for it, but he hits like the little edge on the pavement when the sidewalk starts. And From that point on, he just slides in on his face into the Tinker store.
Yeah, he plants through the front door. Doors flying open. Just ba-ding, ba-ding as the little doorbell is going off as he comes through, and you just hear from the ground, laser gun.
Crawling up and over the counter is Tex Tinker. You okay, son?
He gets up. Yeah, I'm good. How you doing, Tex?
I mean, I did get blown up recently, but other than that, we're good.
Me too. Hey, you guys ever make any headway on that laser gun that we dropped off with y'all?
Yeah, it turns out it's a pretty standard issue tech shotgun.
So, I don't suppose you guys fixed it up.
They get another text message that says, "I mean it. Don't give it to him."
Yeah, it's working now.
Could I get it?
No offense, Mr. Hart, but you weren't the one who brought it in.
Which one of us brought it in? I don't
Sal.
remember. Sal sent me. He definitely sent me to here.
He looks over. He looks over at the projected screen where the text messages
Definitely
are.
sent me. He said, "Hey Max, go, my friend, go pick up that laser shotgun. I know you can use it. I'm Sal. I think I'm very handsome."
Yeah, he rolled a 20. As you're saying that, he's just staring at the little messenger window on his computer.
Looking down at it, then back up at Max.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Of course he did.
Sure did.
Well, it's a good thing he'll be here shortly then.
Yes, it's a good thing he'll be here shortly, and him and I can sort this laser gun business out. Max looks at the camera.
The camera waves at you. It's got little robot arms.
Oh, it's cute. I thought it was like a Koopa, like Super Mario 64.
Nah, it's somewhat wrong. Would Chorus have Pork out his way there by now, since he technically took off running?
I mean, you were only slightly slower than his horse, so yeah, about now is when Core shows up.
Also, if you see that smelly half-elf guy, don't give him the laser gun either.
Before Max even finishes, you're tackled by Core.
Max hits the ground. Why do you insist on touching me?
To be totally honest, I kinda forgot. Anyways, we'll talk about some laser shotgun.
No, I said, lasagna. Shotgun.
Whatever. I just came around to talk about this leg here. And he points to the leg.
Is it not working out for you?
It's working. It's working just fine. Don't I really feel like a proper leg, if you get me
Well,
speaking here?
that's because it's not a proper leg. It's a robotic prosthetic.
Aye. Anyways, your kindly mayor has told us in politics to get the fuck out of her town, so we're gonna have to work on the down payments a bit and how we're gonna handle that.
Do you have a callaway stone?
Does Core have a call wisdom? Did he get a call wisdom? I think he did.
I have no clue.
I don't remember.
He got a cheap flip phone version of it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got one of these.
All right, now he touches the display on the computer and flicks it towards you, and pulling displayed on your crystal now. You see a thing that's walking you through like signing in, making an account. You can just transfer payments to us through there.
Alright. Sounds about easy enough.
Modern technology.
Alright. And sure, I'm gonna be keeping it around forever, so is there any resale value on these things? Or should I just scrap it by the time I grow a new leg?
Max quietly wonders if half elves grow back.
If I delete you, will you just grow again? I mean, there's probably a pretty sizable black market for robotic prosthetics.
All I need to know. Thank you kindly.
Max just shakes his head at Tex. You really didn't think that one through, did you?
I mean, he's still gonna have to pay us for it, even if he doesn't keep it.
Sure. If I ever get over this amount of money, I think I'm gonna have to kill something better than a beholder for this. What is the going rate on dragons these days?
We are not killing a dragon.
I heard you will hammer on about how we're not going after a cult, and now you're not want to go after a thing. What kind of monster slayer are you supposed to be?
I mean, usually dragons aren't actually monsters. They tend to be more sentient beings. Monsters usually have a bit more lower scale on the sapience.
Corey's working on his phone as you're talking.
He's very much paying attention to you.
They're probably about as sentient as, you know, a bowl of fried rice, a very large rock, or you.
Course laughs him.
I mean, you sent that to
Ow.
me.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wait.
I rolled a 14.
He rolled a 14.
Oh, no.
Just
Max is
smack.
gonna, smacks the hand aside. Stop that.
Thwaps him on the nose. Bad core.
Max slaps that aside, too. Stop it.
Would you two please stop fighting in our lobby?
Ah, we ain't fighting. This ain't fighting. Sam, we gotta kill sometime before Sal shows up.
Yeah, he's real slow, ain't he?
You say that,
Sal-
and then Sal shows up.
Well, Abby follows in because she knows this is going to be a show.
Hey, how's it going, guys? What are you guys doing here?
Gee,
I
I wonder
get
why
it.
you were politely asked to leave the town.
I just came over here, Sal, to pick up our laser gun. Max, folds his hands together and just gives him a stare.
Why are you staring at me that way?
I'm here
What
to
are you
pick.
doing?
I'm here to pick up our laser gun, Sal.
You mean the laser gun that I dropped off that I was coming to pick up?
Somebody's in trouble.
I want that fucking laser gun.
What do you want a laser gun so bloody bad for? You already got 2 guns. One of which is bloody magical and got a ghost in it.
Yeah. So why do you need another gun?
Because guns are just about all I got.
Last I saw you were shooting magic and shit too. As far
That
as
ain't
I,
me.
from what I can tell, you've actually got more shit under your hat than most of us got. I mean,
Or
Cole over
looks
here just
under
punches
the
shit.
hat. Goes to lift it up. Then puts it back on.
Yeah, Abby here just chucks fireballs. You can chuck weird magic and shoot
Max
shit.
slaps a
I
cord.
will have you know, Sal, that I have
Oh wait, no, that'll be
been
a strength check,
cleansed
so
of
even worse.
all fire. I can do other things now. Thank you.
Mazel tov.
I didn't know you spoke Dwarvish. I speak Dwarvish too.
You've seen me speak Dwarvish. I did it with chords, the only way I can understand them. Anyways, let's talk shop. What's about the shotgun? What's going on here?
Well, we were able to restore it. It works like it's supposed to. Pretty standard issue tech shotgun. I mean, they're expensive, but it's not like they're difficult to find. They're just difficult to buy.
Difficult how exactly?
Expensive. One of these things costs like 100 plat.
Oh shit!
What's a plat?
That's a lot of money, all right.
Platinum, Max. Platinum.
I've never seen it.
You sure you want to keep that cell? You could get a lot more for it.
I'm thinking about it. Let's see it. Walks up the counter.
Tex nods, hops down off of the counter after watching Max and Core fight each other, and then heads back into the back to pick it up.
Max is going to peer over Sal's shoulder at it as soon as it's brought out.
What are you doing, man?
I want to see it.
You'll get a chance to see it. If you're nice, maybe I'll even let you shoot it.
What if I said I could make it better?
We'll talk about it later. Man, why are you so up about this?
If anyone can make a gun better, that'd just be Skylar.
I know a trick or two.
Of course, she kind of puts rhinestones on everything.
That is
Yeah.
not incorrect. That is. Yeah, that's fairly accurate.
Yeah, I know.
Looks at the bejeweled rifle.
Which is currently slung over his shoulder.
But you got a rifle and the ghost 6-shooter. Abby there's got like a Gatling gun magic wand. That was kind of cool.
It's fun.
Corey just has a lead pipe.
And a robot leg.
Works for me.
Do you even know how to shoot a gun?
I never needed a gun in my entire life.
Yeah. I know Logan knows how to shoot a gun.
Are you surprised?
Not really.
I know I saw a thing earlier. Now I can't find it. I'm disappointed. Disappointed!
Anyway, speaking of guns, what are you so gung-ho about guns anyway, Seth? You ain't never been talking to them before.
I ain't gung-ho about it. I just brought it in so I came to pick it up.
You're pretty gung-ho about Max, the guy that literally specializes in guns should not have it.
I didn't say that either.
Seth, you're kind of an asshole.
Look, I just came down here to pick up the gun that I dropped off.
Look, long as you're not shooting us in the back with it like you do with your spells or whatnot, Oh, things cool.
I've never shot you in the back.
Yeah, you're thinking of Abby. Max jerks a thumb at Abby.
Why are
Ahem. Again, the bloody ship.
That wasn't shooting in the back. You were looking right at me when that happened.
That doesn't make it any better, Sal. Bloody walloper.
I really missed something, didn't I?
Oh, aye. Sure did I miss a old Stushy.
I wasn't even in my head at that point in time.
Oh no, he gone his ding a real or that one.
I'm only getting about half of this conversation.
It's about that time that Tex comes back up. He sets a black case down on the counter, spins it around, opens it up. It's one of those nice foam interiors made to hold the shotgun.
And Sal's gonna pick it up, take a look at it. So here's the real question: how much is this gonna put me back?
Fixing it wasn't too bad. About 100 gold. But that right there, that's a Leavenworks shotgun.
Explain. I don't know what Leavenworks means.
Leavenworks, you know, the tech company? They manufacture, like, well, Magitech arms.
Ah, okay, yeah, I totally knew that. Yeah,
They make Magitech arms too.
yeah,
I
Magic.
know Logar wanted to put
Armaments. Magitech armaments.
Oh, sorry. I was just looking at Cole's leg and I kind of zoned out there for a second.
What the hell did you guys pick that up?
From like Slender Man.
Lenderman, the fuck?
I don't know. It was sort of weird.
He looked about average weight to me. I don't know why I called him slender.
Abby, explain. I didn't get what they're talking about.
Oh yeah. Hey Cole, you missed something. I died.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Okay. Alright, Abby, can you explain the important part?
I mean, we all died.
The fuck did I miss?
Dying.
Hey,
Twice.
I died twice.
You got better.
3 times though. No? Maybe. I don't know. I think 3 times.
so here's the 100. He's gonna hand over the 100 gold,
Always a pleasure doing business with you guys.
and then he's
Yeah.
gonna toss the case at Max.
Text.
Max isn't prepared for it and almost doesn't catch it.
Considering we're about to head out of here, I was wondering, would you happen to have any kind of items that could help boost my strength a little bit? 'Cause, I have a feeling I'm gonna need to hit some of these bozos.
We got an exoskeleton suit. It's in the prototype stages right now. But we could probably manufacture a test-based one if you give us, I don't know, maybe 6 months or so. It would set you back about 1,200 plat, though.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I was thinking maybe something a little bit smaller.
Just punch him, Abby. Look at you. Easy as pie.
Where did my AC drop? Sorry, I just looked over. My AC is like 13 right now.
I know, I feel that.
No,
Did
like
you
my AC was like at
accidentally unequip
17
your armor?
before.
Oh, weird.
Did you accidentally unequip your armor?
Maybe. So I got the +3 for my dex. And then I have the leather armor that was a +2, I think. Yeah, I've got a leather +2.
So you should have an AC of 16 with that.
Yeah.
Sounds like you accidentally unequipped
Yeah,
your-
maybe when I use the character mancer, I might have unequipped it. Anyways.
Well, right. If you're quiet down, pick up your toys.
Rip, if you want to roll your gunslinger tools at advantage.
Okay.
Just so you can examine the shotgun.
Dirty 20.
All right, dirty 20. Just like Tex said, it's a 11 works shotgun. You're less familiar with, like...
Laser pew pew.
Yeah, but you know that they are one of the main, like, Magitech projectile weapon companies. It does 2d8 piercing damage and an additional 1d6 lightning damage.
Second. Wait, Apocalypse. It's a dex weapon, correct?
Yes.
And you said it was 2d8
2d8 piercing,
piercing.
1d6 lightning.
Piercing, for fuck's sake. There we go. 1d6. What the actual fuck? I'm typing things and they're just like actually disappearing as I'm putting them down.
Weird.
I mean, that usually happens if I'm in your sheet, but I'm not in your sheet right now.
And you said an additional 1d6 lightning?
Yes.
Since
Since lightning is the closest thing to plasma damage. Since lightning is a plasma. It has a misfire of 1.
Misfire 1.
Reload 10.
Reload 10. So
And-
10 shots between reloads.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it has the scatter property.
Scatter.
Just for my personal reference, scatter is
30-foot AoE cone. Also, shotguns do double damage if you're within 5 feet.
cool. All right, I have marked that down, and I'm going to make a roll just to make sure everything's kosher.
Sure.
Does that look right?
Yep.
Do you have disadvantage on weapon attacks within 5 feet of creatures normally with
No, I
shotguns?
do not.
Yeah, I meant normally, since he has a feature that removes the disadvantage.
Normally, yes, if somebody were to use it, they would have disadvantage. But you get double damage if you hit.
If you
Hey, quick question for you, Kale.
Sure.
Are we counting? I forget. How are we doing platinum? Is it 10 gold or 100 gold?
10 gold.
10.
10 gold. Cool.
It's 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Excellent.
I'm guessing the 30-foot cone is the entire range of the shotgun.
Yes. Anything in that 30-foot cone.
Yeah. And it doesn't have the long and short range of normal range weapon. It's normal attack against everything.
Yeah, it has a 30-foot range.
Yeah.
Now I'm giving that to you. Don't make me regret it.
It has no ammo in it.
Max.
That said, though, it can take normal shotgun shells because there's a generator inside the gun, which is where the lightning damage comes from.
So wait, it doesn't.
What happens if you put incendiary ammo in it? Do they go kaboom?
Actually, I don't have incendiary ammo as a thing.
Oh, I meant mostly that you'd have something incendiary that just gets a shock whenever you fire it, and whether that would go kaboom in your hands.
Oh no, it would be the generator that adds the plasma damage to it. It kicks in as the projectiles are leaving the barrel, so it's after the combustion happens.
Boom.
If you want to continue to go shopping, the Tinkers wouldn't have it, but shotgun shells go for 20 gold.
Should I say Skyla went along and sold all the stuff we weren't gonna use just so we have it as liquid gold in case we don't wanna do more shopping while this happened?
The Tinkers wouldn't have it, but you can go to the mall or some
Yeah,
other place and sell them.
That's why I said she could do it since she's not at the Tinkers right now, so she could have dropped by somewhere where she could just sell the gemstones. The Bastard Sword, the Scepter, and the Scimitar were all non-magical, right?
I believe so. Yes. Ah, yes. There is a branch of Bloodbath and Beyond in town.
Awesome. So Skyla will drop in there, unless someone else want to do it.
What, to sell the stuff?
Yes.
It'd probably be better if I did it because I can possibly get more money for it.
That's true. She doesn't have your insane levels of persuasion. That is true. She only has a +5.
That is true.
But she can give herself guidance.
And Flash of Genius, yes. So technically she has 5 + 5 + 1d4.
Which just basically hits where I am flat.
Yeah, it hits +12 on average.
But
So it'd be
But she
better
can
if
tag
just-
along.
guidance.
if you can come along and give me guidance, yes.
Sure.
And not to mention I can use Bardic Inspiration.
Right.
Bullshit all over the place.
Yep.
Are they listed in the group inventory?
Yes. Should be. I see 3 gemstones, Bastard, Scepter, and Scimitar, and 300 GP.
Okay.
Along with 2 mystery healing potions that Sal has that he didn't give to her to identify.
Yeah. Well, so I figured they were probably keeping those.
Probably, yeah. But Skyla might want to identify them, or Sal would.
I thought, didn't we already have them identified? Or did we not have time to do it? I could have sworn they had them identified them already.
You knew that they were healing potions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when they get some free time, Sal might do it later, unless one of them will do it later. Doesn't really matter which one does it. Ritual casting all.
Well, unless anyone has anything else they want to do at the Tinkers, we could probably jump to Sal and Sky selling that stuff, while everyone else probably does something. I don't know what Logar is up to right now.
Sleeping.
Mending
Business
bits
stuff,
and
he's burning all documents, the trash can outside the office.
I'm probably gonna stop off at a hard place before we leave.
I mean, we're going to be here a while because we're still gonna stay for our driver's licenses.
This is true.
But I'm guessing we might be skipping that.
Yeah.
Unless KO wants us to roll for how much collateral damage we pull off in the meantime.
It's the Dragon Ball Z
Yeah, I was gonna
driver's
say.
license episode. Y'all end up
Move,
just street
bitch,
racing.
Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way.
Mm-hmm.
The only other thing I'd want to do is probably pick up some shoot gun shells.
If you want to, Rip, since your handgun is enchanted and doesn't require bullets now, you could also lump the extra bullets you have into what they're trying to sell at Bloodbath and Beyond.
I won't lump all of them. I'm going to keep 30 out of my 147. Because knowing my luck, something will happen and I'll lose that and I'll have a totally worthless pistol.
Is this a knife?
Yes, it'll just be a mall knife.
So the thing is, the only way you can lose it is if Skyla dies.
What about Fields of Anti-Magic?
Yeah, I feel actually an anti-magic field would suppress the magical effect.
So
But,
you
yeah.
guys are going to have 117 pistol rounds to sell.
All right.
But yeah, you get Skyla still. She only has 3 infusion slots, but she can change those whenever she finishes a long rest. I think if people want something else. She currently has a repeating shot on Max's gun, radiant weapon on Logar's hammer, and 1 pair of goggles of the night as a pair of aviators that Max has.
Well, until we run into an enchanter, Logar probably need to keep the magic weapon.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. That she should. Max and Logar, being physical fighters, definitely need magic weapons. Core does not need it because he has magic fist.
Does the Tinkers have night vision goggles?
That's a good question, actually. Do they have like the Tom Clancy ones?
They do not have anything like that.
Oh well.
You know what? Sal's gonna have a request for the Tinkers. He's got some fire and ice resistant armor. He's gonna see if they can do anything to it to make it better. Because it's just kind of sitting in his inventory. He switched to it once when we were doing the.
I can answer you that right away. No, they can't.
Okay.
They don't do magic stuff.
Well, I mean, just something to make it more sturdy, not necessarily magic.
It would get rid of the magic then.
Okay.
Yeah. If you try to augment the magic item, it will just get rid of the magic.
Okay. Well, he'll still hold on the code until he can use it later, because that the fire resistance came in handy when they were fighting the Phoenix.
I can imagine. Will come in handy when we handle Abby too.
Stop lighting things on fire.
Don't shoot me.
I feel you have less ground to stand on that one.
Which you?
Abby.
I'm not gonna light things on fire as much. That's my whole thing.
That was mind control when I shot you.
Now she has a whole rainbow of elements to do damage, property damage with.
So, are you guys gonna go sell the stuff now?
Yeah, we're gonna go
Go
sell
sell
stuff.
stuff.
Okay. Sal, go ahead and roll your persuasion bullshit.
Okay.
With guidance and flash of genius.
All right. So, where the hell did my thing go? I gotta bring my character sheet again. All right. So persuasion.
Plus a 1d4 plus a 5.
Yeah. So 1d4.
For bardic inspiration in there too, just because.
Fuck it, why not? So
So
it's
35.
Yeah, 35. Good luck beating that dice roll either way.
Right. Alright, so for everything... Not the jewelry anyway, because Bloodbath and Beyond has no use for gems, but for the 3 weapons and the extra ammo, you get 439 gold.
Alright. You wanna go ahead? Are you taking care of that, Silvers, or am I doing it?
I can add it to the thing. 439, you said?
Yes.
That's 739 in total. And I'll remove bastard. I don't think anyone was gonna use those weapons because I don't think our mages have proficiency.
Probably not.
Skyla does have a set of studded leather armor she's not using at the moment, but we can keep that in the back in case we need it.
And then a second persuasion check for once you get to the jewelers for the jewels.
All right. You persuasion 29 plus
1d4
D4
30.
plus
5.
5, so it's 35.
All right.
Pop.
Pop. You
Sorry,
get 356 gold for the gems.
Boy.
350. 95. We have 1,095 gold pieces in the team vault.
Nice.
And I believe that was everything.
Yes. Unless we're selling potions, but you gotta be pretty stupid to sell potions.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they sell for good money, and they honestly kinda the only use are healing.
You say that until you have to dive or climb.
Yeah, or brave shit water.
That was a
Or you
quick
know,
time.
turn invisible against a bunch of armors that can see invisible.
He didn't know they could see invisible things.
Nope, but he sure found out.
That doesn't mean it was a bad idea, Swedes. Also, the magic fang potions could end up helping Core.
He'll probably keep those on his person since I don't think anyone else is gonna use them.
Yeah, no, I'm going to keep a magic fang potion just in case Max ever needs to throw down with a toddler.
Too late.
Yeah, you get a magic fang potion from Max. I don't know if we had any more of them.
Well, there was 2 in the group inventory. Did you have one as well?
Yeah, I have one listed in my inventory.
Okay, so Core has 3 of them.
Okay.
Right.
Speaking of those potions, though, we should get them identified.
Yep. Do we have a pearl for identify?
I
Yes,
do, yeah.
because we picked it up. Yes.
Yeah.
I have a pearl for identify.
So you head back to the Adventurers Guild to identify the potions.
Yep.
Easy enough. Those are 2 superior healing potions.
Cool. And that does what for healing?
A billion.
2 times potion of superior healing. Let's see. I think that's 8d8 plus 4. No, 8d4 plus 4.
Alright, one of those should probably go to Logar, since he's our tank.
Yeah, please do distribute the potions that Skyla has made because last time she was the only one with them.
Yeah. So we should all take some potions.
How many
But-
potions do we have total?
Logar should take at least one of the superior healing in case he gets low on HP, since he's our, damage
Yeah.
sponge.
Yep.
Oh.
I'll
Yes,
take
well-
one of the lower ones.
We have 5 normal, 1 greater, that's 4d4 plus 4, and 2 superior, which is 84 plus 4.
I'll take one of the just regular healing potion.
So you have enough regular healing potions that you could each take one.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'll take one of the regular ones then as well.
Superior healing is 84 plus 8.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he's ready.
That's an emergency, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, effectively
You can pop
each
that now.
potion is based around 10s. Regular can at most heal 10, greater can at most heal 20, superior can at most heal 40, and supreme can at most heal 60.
You said we got 2 regular healing potions, right?
5 regular
Okay.
healing potions in
I'll
total.
take 2 of the regular healing potions. My HP is low. I don't need a really big one.
Core can take the other big healing potion, I suppose.
Well, the
Unless
only
some-
reason why I need healing potions is for keeping myself alive to get other people up with healing word. So,
I mean, he can take the greater if you are
Yeah.
taking the superior.
yeah, I'll take the greater.
Wait, you are taking the greater or Core is taking the greater?
No, no.
Well, which one's the best?
Caps is confused right now. I was waiting
I-
for him to finish.
Okay.
Yes, you can take. Sal was taking 2 of the normal healing potions. Core was
Yes.
taking one of the superiors.
Right.
You interrupted Silver and told him that you were going to take his potion, is what he thought. So I'm going to clarify that.
And it has been clarified. Yeah,
So
I figured
that would be 4 of the normal healing potions. That leaves 1 normal healing potion, 1 greater to distribute.
Yep. So,
So wait, Sal, what does Sal have then?
He has
He has
2 of the normal. There is
two of
1
normal.
greater
Okay.
and 1 normal left.
Cool. If we want to give it the greater to somebody who has a greater chance of going down, let's do that. I can take the second regular healing potion because I have my little phoenix.
Core should probably
I can
get the
do.
greater because
Yeah.
he's the second frontliner and he's not the
Yeah.
strongest Logar.
yeah. I mean, he does have the superior one, though. The second one.
I mean, another way to look at it, Silver, your character, Core is also the fastest.
Yeah, he can get to people, so I'll take it. That's
Yeah.
true. And then Abby takes the last regular.
Yep.
And if we want more, just throw money at Skyla and she'll make them over the course of a week or something.
Yeah. And Abby can help if we have some downtime.
Yep.
We can Euro rig, let's see, her alchemy kit with coarse brewer supplies in the back of our van.
Yeah.
A portable
God.
meth lab.
That's gotta be
Somebody's
illegal.
taking an RV, right?
Portable
That's
meth
gotta
lab.
be illegal.
I think there was an episode of Breaking Bad about that.
Abby, we have to cook. And
Yeah, alchemy, bitch.
for anybody keeping track, you do have 1 potion of vitality, 2 potions of climbing, and 1 potion of water breathing in the group inventory.
The vitality one is gonna come in clutch in case we run into exhaustion again.
Right.
Yep.
So let's keep that one on the shelf for now. Alright, I think that's the potion distribution. Should we learn to drive?
No, I did have one other thing I wanted to check out. I have the bottle of the water elemental that I took. I wanted to get that checked out by Nora and see if it's worth anything, or if I should just toss it
Drink it.
or drink it.
Drink it, you fucking coward.
You have
Drink
what?
it, you won't.
You have a bottle of what?
The water elemental. I busted off a piece of it when we froze it in ice. I busted it and stuck it into a jar.
Oh. Yeah, sure. Let me grab your sheet real quick. She lets you know that it's not really sentient per se anymore, but you could use it as a substitute to brew a water-breathing potion.
Nice. Well, he's gonna give it to Skylar then, so she can figure that out.
Cool.
And with that, you wouldn't need any other component. You just need to distill it and work your mojo.
And she will do that. Because that's what she does.
So if you want to do that off screen, you can add another water breathing potion to the group inventory.
Cool.
Yeah, sure.
You can also
Ooh.
have his strange lake water and his bottle of pink stuff in case you can figure something out with those too. I still have this fucking 2 bottles of pink stuff that I haven't used for anything.
I mean,
And they
A
are
bottle-
still completely fresh.
Yeah.
so they're effectively,
Like,
food.
perfect rations, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's gonna give it to Skylar so she can figure that out, see if we can use it for something.
Sure.
We'll
She'll be happy to experiment.
Quick question, KO.
Mhm.
Are you going off of the Gunslinger PDF for ammo prices?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna pick up 20 GP of shotgun shells because that's the units they're sold in.
20 sets of 20?
No, I'm
One. You're gonna get
one set of 12.
one box of
Yeah.
shells. Okay.
Sorry.
Did you want to get anything else while you were at Bloodbath and Beyond?
Max has 3 gold.
What do they sell at Bloodbath and Beyond again? This is like all.
That's
like,
a weapons store.
yeah, weapons. Nah, because I'm happy with my rapier. Unless I can do upgrades to that, I'm not gonna bother with anything else.
Well, I mean, they've got. Oh, you need rifle bullets too. You only have
Me?
you have 7 special ones and 1 normal one, don't you?
I have 6 regular and 7 plus 1.
Oh, okay.
I could take a little bit out of the money that I have to distribute to stock up.
You could, yeah.
I like that you all mostly agreed that, poor Max could keep that, and he's like, no, I have to distribute.
Yeah, I know.
It's called being a team player, Swedes.
There's almost 1,100 gold in the group inventory.
Yeah, fuck are you on about? I always share my stuff.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
The only reason I'm so rich is because I sold my potions. Because you all been dicks like, no, potions are great, you need to keep them. I'm not sharing that. Fuck you.
Okay, I'm going to buy 20 rifle rounds. Let's see. So 26 rifle rounds, 7 plus 1 rifle round. Stop deleting the items I'm trying to put into my inventory. Roll 20. Shotgun shells. 20 of them. That I hit 2, not 10. 20. There we go. Pistol rounds, 4 fire bullets. There is one more thing I would like to get, but I can't remember the price offhand. I don't
What?
think it's much. Oil flasks.
I believe flask of oil are a silver each.
Are they?
Yeah, they're cheap. They're
It's
cheap.
ten-
Let me
10
double
silver for a
check.
gold.
Yes, but
Okay.
I will. 1 second. Did I open the right thing? Yes. Bada. And oil. Oh, it's a little further up.
We need to take the trash out.
I scrolled too far down. Is it under flask of oil? Is it just under oil? Ah, oil, flask, 1 silver each, yes.
I'm also gonna pick up a couple of those.
Cool. I'm going to pick up a 10 of them actually. That way I can just spend a gold on it.
Sure, they're a pound each.
Cool.
Not that I'm super duper picky since you have 2 bags of holding in the party. I'll be right back, I'm gonna use the restroom.
Okay.
I'm also going to be right back. I'm gonna go kill the heat because I turned it on last night when it was 30 degrees out.
What was that? What did you throw at me?
I picked up a dart with my foot, threw it up into the air, caught it with my hand, and threw it at you.
It
I'm gonna go
right
refill my drink.
past
I'll be
my-
right back.
Did you smell my foot?
No.
Good.
I'm waiting for Rip to come back.
They're adults, everyone.
Yep.
Adults with Nerf guns. Oh, that reminds me, I need to shut my door.
You can come back in.
Okay, did anybody else want to pick anything else up? Or did Sky and Abby want to brew anything special?
Let's see here. Actually, Max might need to pick up a set of thieves tools if he doesn't have those.
Alright, I'll just take yours.
What?
He'll take Sky's, is what he said.
Sorry.
Yeah, he can.
Hey.
Guys.
Guys, fit.
I mean, let's see here.
I somehow managed to not have my own alchemist supplies, so I would like to pick up some alchemist supplies.
Alright.
Do you need those though? Considering that Skyla has a set, and I'm not sure 2 alchemist supplies make
It would just mean she'd be able to do it in the field.
Yeah.
true.
Alchemist supplies are 50 gold.
Alrighty.
Hey, Kara,
Now-
do me a favor real quick. Sorry, go ahead.
Are you
Finish what you're saying.
proficient in alchemy supplies?
I am.
Oh, okay. Yes? Caps?
I just want you to check something for me. Can you go to my character sheet and look in my inventory and see if my whip sword is now like hovering over the inventory and not with my weapons?
your whip sword.
Because
Your-
like it's
your
our mind
whip-
is hovering.
Your whip sword is above your darts.
Okay. Weird. On my I'm just gonna close this real quick and launch it, see if it fixes it.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Here.
Actually, how much would a regular handgun cost?
A pistol or a revolver?
A pistol.
A normal pistol would set you back $250.
Two. Guy would have to take some money out of bank for that, but she would like to have something just in case she's gonna be holding down base from now on.
I'm a doctor, but
Yeah.
all right. Does 1d10 piercing?
Right? I have too many things open at once. She'll take it from the group inventory using course cut. So now we're down to 845.
Ah, the joys of your significant other being in the party.
Right. Pistol, it does 1d8.
1d10.
What? Oh, a d10. Cool.
Yeah.
Go
You
ahead.
should also pick up a light
I did-
crossbow. Oh, sorry.
What's that?
Still working with. I'm waiting
Yep,
for
sorry.
Silver to finish
Thinking
typing.
out loud.
Yeah, d8 piercing.
D10 piercing.
Why do I keep saying d8?
I don't know.
All right.
It weighs 3 pounds.
3 pounds.
It has the ammunition property, of course.
Wait,
What?
sorry, I had a dumb moment.
Its range is 60, 180.
61, 80.
It has a reload of 10
All right.
and a misfire of 2.
5, 2. Cool.
I had to confer with my notes on that because there are some guns that I have changed. Because the normal pistol in the book is a one-shot.
Yeah, but I think that's like a flintlock. It's supposed to be.
The one that you had given me to use was a single shot, like the one that I had picked up off of one dude. That's the reason why I sold it, because it was virtually useless.
They do exist, but I'm assuming that as it is a gun that is being purchased, you're not going for a single shot.
No.
Yeah.
Cool, and Core will spot her some ammo for that. So, what would 20 bullets cost?
Pistol rounds will set you back. That'll for 20 will be 6 gold.
6 gold for 20. Cool. Pay this for that. Yeah. Cool. I think that's all she would buy.
And I mean, as far as like getting other equipment, I mean, guns are a specialty because I have the PDF for that. But if you want to pick up a crossbow, you can just pay that out.
Okay, cool. I'm debating. You know what? No, yeah, I'll go ahead and grab it. Better to have it than not.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Were there, in the downtime, were there any sort of potions you wanted to try to make? Or poisons, or, well, yeah, pretty much poisons or potions.
Yes. Any kind of poisons I could make for,
What
my new
supplies do you
crossbow?
have?
I've got, alchemist supplies and poisoner's kit, and I'm
What
proficient in
sort
both.
of supplies do you have?
Materials.
Oh. It was... Let's see. It includes vials, chemicals, and other equipment necessary for the creation of poisons.
Yes,
What
but
items do you have in your inventory to use to make the poisons?
Kathoga blood.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, I was just reading things through because I haven't done any of this yet.
I don't think Skyla can help with making potions because she does not have proficiency with Poisoner's Kit.
That's okay.
She can give guidance though. A flash of genius in case you need it.
And with a crossbow, no, you can't really attach anything like that with a crossbow.
Fair. I was
It would
thinking,
either be
like,
lining a
dip-
blade with it or arrows.
That's fine.
Crossbows, bullets, they kind of travel too fast.
Gotcha. Well,
Let's see here.
Might be good to
Kathoga
have.
blood.
Wouldn't the Katoga blood just create more Katogas?
The fungus makes more Kathogas.
Okay.
I don't believe you guys found any of the Kathoga fungus.
No, and probably lucky, otherwise Core might have tried to eat it.
Yeah. He wouldn't have had to worry about the leg then.
That is true.
Poor Foga.
Poor Kathoga. Let's see here. 1, 2, 5. Roll me a d12.
Alrighty. 12.
12. Alright. Using the Kathoga blood, you can distill it down to a poison that can be applied to blades.
Okay.
That causes disadvantage on attacks.
Nice.
It lasts until the end of whatever target's next turn is. But, you slash them, they have disadvantage until the end of their next turn.
Awesome.
And that's on attacks, disadvantage on attacks. Specifically.
Applying a poison, are we running that it's an action, or is it like potions are bonus?
Item interaction.
Item interaction, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep. Just casually cooking up Katoga poison in the lab below.
It
This
smells
is why we're done.
awful.
Oh, I'm sure. And I get 12 of those? Or was that the number?
No, that was something else.
That was just the... Okay.
You have... Oops. Let me get over to my DM page. You managed to get 6 of those.
Nice.
Once applied to the blade, it lasts for 1 hour.
Awesome.
This is why we're getting thrown out, guys.
Yep.
All the neighbors
There's
are
gonna be-
complaining about the foul smell coming from
Sheriff's gonna knock on our door looking for a meth lab.
What about any sort of potions?
That depends entirely on how much of the funds that people want to throw into making potions. I think she needs half the market price to make a potion in materials, right? Or is it the full market price?
I believe it's half.
Which means 25. Which takes a week or something. If she succeeds on her rolls, I believe.
So wait,
You
how
okay,
much
Discord?
down?
Calm down. Let's see here. In your area, I mean, for health potions, you can do that. Let's see here. You are both a coastal and mountainous area. So, while it would be difficult, you being, you know, the alchemist that you are, you know that there is a chance that with the area you're in, you might be able to find blue toad shade, cosmos glond, hydra thistle, luminous cap dust, primordial balms.
Guess what Core will be doing for the next foreseeable future?
And
Making
rock
foods.
vines,
Mushrooms.
which can be used to make, in order, gaseous form potions, clairvoyance potions, water breathing potions, potions of heroism.
But we're gonna say heroin for a moment.
Potions of giant strength, and potions of invulnerability. But that will require going out into the forest and the mountains and searching.
She has a core for that.
You also have a
So,
Max who's good at survival checks.
Yeah, but she can't force Max to do it in the same way she can force Core to do it.
She can ask.
She will ask, but she can't force him. Yeah, Skylar's just gonna show up with this book suddenly and just put on the smart person glasses that all smart persons have, and just guys, so like, have you like seen this? Rockport is like a gold mine of all these flora and fauna that just you can find it anywhere here because it's such a unique a biosphere with both the mountain range and the coastal area. And she just holds up the book.
Nerd.
Max is like in the middle of eating breakfast, and he's just like, she shoves the book in between him and his food. He
Stabs
does
his
like
foot in the page.
the Ron Swanson like slowly glower at her. What do you want?
Oh, I was gonna ask if you could, head out and maybe get some of these for me. I can make some really powerful potions for you, such as, like this one here. That one will give you potions of giant strength that will really be useful for Logar in the fight. And the potions of invulnerability, those are, well, they're called potions of invulnerability. Like, what else would you use them for? I'm already
Yeah.
sending Core.
Hard drugs.
Write me a list. I'll go out and look for them.
Yay!
And I'm going to take advantage whenever I go do that. I'm going to take advantage of my new Victor feature.
Core will naturally join. Max, or rather, they will probably split up eventually because neither of them actually wants to be in the other's company.
Hey, Core, go that way. You're scaring all the mushrooms with your stink.
Yeah, you go that way. You're stinking.
Sal walks by Core and just prestidigitation every time he walks by him.
Why is Sal in the forest with Max?
He's not. I'm saying in general, when he walks by Core, it's prestidigitation every time.
So Max is going to summon Victor, look over at him. Hey, help me find these mushrooms.
I'm just gonna double check with everyone. We do want potions of giant strength and potion of invulnerability, right?
That's if he finds them.
If we find. I'm guessing, are we actually looking just in general, or are we looking for a specific thing?
There's one there. Whoa.
Let's see here.
Because
Roll
we
me a d12. While you're out and about.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice.
I didn't know it went that high.
That's 2 ones. 2 of them.
Shut the fuck up.
All right. While you're out and about, you end up finding.
Akatuga.
Yes. You do end up finding a rare ingredient, though not one you were looking for. Let's see here.
Kathoga shroom.
Catho fungus.
I have that.
The fungus.
Gross.
Catho fungus.
Oh.
Rip, that's just your toe jam.
And Earl.
That was a great game.
Never played it.
I had a lot of fun with that game.
It's one of my favorites, actually. Especially the second one, Panic on Funkatron.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. I'm not sure how you would pronounce that. What you end up finding is Oh. Since you rolled so well, you find 10 good. Okay, there we go. Rackwort bulbs. These are very rare and can be used to make potions of, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but it's the potion that makes you shrink. Diminution.
Potions of micro penis.
Post the word.
Diminution.
You will all.
Diminution? Diminucron?
Jimmy Neutron, yes, the potions of Jimmy
Potion of
Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron.
You shrink, but your head does not.
All right,
Blast.
let's see here. So, Core, give me a survival check.
Core shall give you a survival check.
Ooh. 19. All right.
It almost
Scroll
landed
down
on
here.
that one.
It thought about it. Roll me a d12.
Well,
3. All right. Doop-a-doop-doop. 12 of them. Okay. He ends up finding 12 frozen seedlings. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's not what I meant, but... Sorry. Roll 2d6. I read that wrong.
okay.
5. Right. Up finding Ride a Phaedra. And what is a Phaedra used for? Dark purple hue when viewed at a distance. Herbalists love it. Ah. Alright, so what this is it is a potion modifier. When added to a potion while brewing, it increases the dice type by 1 size for any healing potions.
Oh.
Oh.
You found 12 of them. So it's
Oh.
effectively 1 use per potion.
Okay. How do you spell a Phaedra?
E-P-H-E-D-R-A.
Oh, that's the Zoom herb.
Right.
Makes you go Zoom. It was also like the weight loss herb that got banned in the US.
And now she's gonna put that in your potions.
All
Are
gonna
you
be
calling us fat?
AF.
But here, I'll post that in the random encounters. Alright.
That means she will be brewing healing potions with D6s instead of D4s.
Yes.
Neat.
Okay, Max, give me another survival check.
Alright. Another 19.
Another 19. Cool. And we'll do this correct this time. 2d6.
2d6.
A 6.
Perfectly balanced.
So all things
Okay,
should.
that gets another roll. Roll me another 2d6.
4.
4.
Always a 1.
And what is that used for?
You should probably change your dice. Switch them.
I don't believe.
Alright, here we go. You find... Let me roll for how much.
Says the guy that was actually cursed.
You find 4... I'm gonna say servings, I don't know. 4 things
4
worth
comically large spoons
of Quicksilver Lichen. And it is used to modify poisons and toxins. If used while brewing, you double the dice rolled on any toxic effect. But the duration is reduced by half.
Well, Abby can probably use those if we just find something toxic.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, if you make a poison with it, it does more damage, but lasts half as long.
It's a shame that we can't use League of Legends as a potion ingredient.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
Core, give me another survival check.
Core shall give you another survival check.
Oof.
You find nothing.
I find nothing.
Rip, give me another survival check.
I clicked.
You click at the thing, but why no clickety clackety rolly?
I'm gonna click it again. And if it comes
But did
through-
you clickety clackety?
Math dice. Or math problems.
Oh.
12.
Ooh. 1 and
Yeah,
a
you need
5.
to change your dice. They're cursed.
Yes,
They're
all
digital
are
dice.
cursed.
How do you
All
change
dice
digital
are
dice?
cursed. They belong to me.
All
You
right.
change the color. It's not the same one.
Core, give me a survival check. Ooh.
Oh,
All right. I'll just automatically give you the maximum number of whatever you find. Roll me 2d6. 10.
8.
Damn.
Ah, that was something that was actually asked for.
Hmm.
Real quick, high or low?
I
I wasn't asking you, Rip.
I know.
High. We'll go with high since he said it.
Nope. Okay. It was low. Alright.
No idea what that means, but we'll find out.
Means you didn't get double the credit amount.
Ah.
I was rolling to see if you had stumbled upon a cave and found them in a cave. Well, I guess this wasn't one of the ones asked for, but it was one of the ones I listed. All right, so you find 20 units of luminous cap dust, or well, luminous caps that can be turned into dust, which are used to create potions of heroism.
Cool. Is that 1 for 1 too?
Yes.
Because I kind of think heroism is pretty cool as a spell.
All right, Rip. Roll me another survival.
Here's where I get my crit.
21, still good. Roll me 2d6.
Here's where I get my 12. Damn. Close.
11.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh shit. Potion of heroism is pretty damn good, actually.
Oh. You find another 10 things of rackwort bulbs, which are the things that make healing
Make
potions better.
Used for or I thought they were used for potions of smalling.
Oh, were is that what they were? I might
Yeah,
add.
Quicksilver Lichen was the. Wait.
Rackwork.
No.
Rackwork. Oh yeah,
Try
yeah,
the fake
yeah.
potion.
Sorry, Rackwork makes the small potions. So you find 10 more of the Rackwork bulbs.
Yeah, because Core found the ones that made potions better.
That's right.
Yes.
I made the thing that, or I found the thing that made potions or poisons better.
That said, though, they are a rare ingredient, so if you don't end up making small people potions,
Sell it.
yeah, you can always sell them.
Or trade them for a lot more cheaper ingredients.
True. You can also trade them for uncommon and common ingredients.
That's good. And yeah, these heroism potions are gonna be useful. It's 10 temporary hit points and a bless spell per a minute without concentration.
Ooh.
So yeah, 10 temp hit points plus 1d4 to attack and saving throws.
Yeah.
She's definitely gonna brew those.
All right, but that's all you guys can do in
Yeah.
the time you have allotted while you're getting ready to leave town.
Yeah, since they are also gonna have to work towards, driver's license and shit.
Mhm.
Yes.
How hard can that be?
But now you have some good ingredients for brewing spells or brewing potions, and one thing for brewing meaner, nastier poisons.
Yes.
I'm excited to finally use the supplement I found specifically for alchemy and poisoners.
Whoop, whoop.
Woohoo.
All right. Before we move on, is there anything else anybody would like to do?
I suppose Laura can do business stuff. Since
Sure.
we got time over anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so I can go perform at the
Going away
That-
performance.
yeah
Sorry.
going away bash.
But not a bash. It's not a party. It's just a regular night at the bar.
Let's see here. Logar, you roll history on that, right?
Sure.
Wasn't that his thing? Was
Yeah, sure. I can roll through.
Roll strength for the stock market.
Yeah, exactly. Strong arm negotiations.
I was weak right now, though.
Right. Let me break out my EG real quick. Nope, pull it from there. Roll me a D100.
D100.
67. Alright, roll me 3d6. Not much, but you managed to make 80 gold on the stock market.
Wait,
Slow week.
Everyone is buying, no one is selling. Or vice versa.
Yeah.
It's the end of the year. Everybody's waiting for the first quarter to hit. All right. And then we will end it off with Abby and Sal at the hard place.
I thought Abby wasn't she brewing poisons?
She brewed a poison.
Like,
She just has stuff
So-
for better poisons later on.
You want me to roll them?
Yep.
For performance?
Yep.
I'm gonna add my. Oh yeah, I definitely need to add my shit to that.
15
Roll
on a
4 and
4.
still got a yeah.
19. Very nice. Break out my note page real quick.
I could roll a 1 and my performance is still above average.
Bards. Abby.
Yes. We were using performance or alchemist supplies on this one.
Depends. Are you being flashy or making good drinks?
Flashy.
Performance.
Cool. 19.
Another 19. Very nice. Sal,
Yeah.
go again.
Encore.
All right, here we go. 21. We'll roll a d8 for that. Ah,
22.
All right, Abby.
$11.
Ooh.
I dropped one.
Sal, your turn again.
all right. Performance. Big money, big money. Come on! D8.
18.
Yep.
Abby.
I should just leave my character sheet up, shouldn't I? 18.
Where? There we go.
There it is.
All right, Sal.
Then. No, I'm gonna save on that one. It's just gonna be a straight 17.
Okay,
Actually, is that my last roll? Or is there gonna be another one?
there's gonna be one more.
Okay, I'll save it for the last one.
Okay, Abby.
14.
You guys just can't roll high today.
Mm-mm.
And to be fair, my rolls is still like my lowest one has been a 17. So
Yeah. Sal, roll your last one.
All right, last one. Give me that. Jesus. All right, I'm gonna roll my D8. 19.
Okay. Abby, your last one.
Hey, Sal, you want to come back here? Give me a little bit of that bardic inspiration.
I mean, that was my last bardic
Oh,
inspiration
then never
die.
mind.
But I could come back there and give you a hand with a performance
Hell
check.
yeah. I'm gonna tell you to like balance one on your head or something.
You can roll at advantage.
Just use me for a body shot.
23.
Nice.
It's ladies' night. You just
Yeah, use them as a body shot. It's ladies' night.
Man, we should have done a duet or something.
All right. Roll me a D100, Caps.
Nice.
Wow. Very nice.
Wow.
Yep.
Roll me 4d6.
Not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Bottom 2 and top 2. That is literally the average.
Yeah, it is actually the average. You earned 140 gold.
Whoop.
And then Abby, roll me a D100.
12.
Shut up.
12.
Shut up.
12.
40.
40.
Better than 12.
Roll me 4d6.
$17.
You earned 17 silver.
Ouch. Fuck.
Just
Worked my ass off.
next time, call on Core.
That's
He has
capital,
performance
sister.
proficiency, so he can help you. He will help you with banjo, but he can help you.
All right. It's 9:57. And then I might go to the bank and convert my money.
You can definitely do that. Put it on your cards if you want to.
Thank you.
All right, I believe that is everybody.
Yep.
Well, cool. Before we start more story time, does anybody need to take a break?
I'm good.
I have to pee.
I'm good.
I have 32 ounces of go juice coursing through my system.
Rip Koopy. We'll take a quick break. Be back in a few minutes.
I guess I'll go be disappointed in the world and go check Reddit for a little bit.
So yeah, how I've been doing it with your guys' performance things is anything below a 15's a fail. 15 to 20, it would count as 1 point. 20 to 25, 2 points. 25 and up, 3 points. and then I add that all together at the very end, and then roll on the individual treasure table in the DMG.
I see.
Depending on what it adds together as, determines which table you get.
Okay.
You got 4 points, which meant you only got the challenge rating 0 to 4.
Ouch.
Yeah. That's why it was only silver.
That's fair.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Imagine if you were a kid and your mom came in on career day and started plugging her Etsy shop or her OnlyFans.
Why?
One of those is very different than the other.
Yeah.
Or they started talking about how they're a Instagram model.
An influencer.
Yeah, an influencer.
That would be the worst one, is if like your parent came in and said, "I'm an influencer," because then you know they're an asshole.
I strive to be an influencer.
We had an Instagram influencer show up at my job once. Tried to get a hotel room on the 9th floor for free. Just to set that into, like, give context to that. 9th floor is the top floor at my job. That's where, like, the presidential suite is. The shit up there is like $300 a night.
Yeah, but think of all the exposure.
Our night audit guy was broke out his phone, went to her thing, and was like, "You have like 20 followers." She's like, "Oh, but I make X amount of money per month. That's just on my Instagram. What about there's also my Snapchats and my this and that." And it's like, no, nobody's ever going to give you a discount because you're an influencer.
No.
Not going to happen. Moving on. So you guys have done your farewell thing. You've explored the mountainside, picking mushrooms and weeds and stuff like that. You've bought, you've sold, and it's just about time for you guys to figure out where to go next. When the jingle goes off of the door to the Adventurers Guild opening.
Nobody's home. If you're the mayor.
Like that, if you're the mayor.
Alright, Nick. Someone's at the door.
You just hear this, "Y'all still here?"
We were gonna leave today. Sal's gonna go check the door.
Is the mayor with you?
Why would the mayor be with me? I mean, I mean, I understand why you'd be worrying about that, but
I'm worried. I'm not worried. I'll be worried about that.
as you get to the front there, you see Dursey. I'm glad I caught you guys. I was afraid that you might have already left town.
No, we're gonna probably be leaving soon. What's up?
I was wondering if you guys wanted some job.
Listening.
Go on.
Yeah, I'm interested.
And we're supposed to be barred from doing jobs in Brockport.
It ain't in Rockport.
That's where I figured this was going.
Well, I like to hire, my friends, and you guys are competent in what you do and strong.
Support local business.
But I was wondering if I could hire you as muscle while my brother and I escort a professor over to an island to the southeast. He's taken over watching over a lighthouse for a week while the lighthouse keeper goes and gives some report back in Lancer.
All right.
Yeah.
Didn't Nora mention something about the lighthouse sometime?
What?
No, Skyline goes. Didn't like Nora say something about some colleague in a lighthouse?
That'd be the same one. It's Iliwaran. He's this hippie elf dude.
Yeah, the name sounds like a hippie elf dude.
I mean, they're elves. They all sound like hippie elves.
Yeah. Looks over at Skylar.
What?
Nothing.
Logar just frowns.
You don't count as an elf, big guy.
I think that's why he's frowning.
Poor Logar's heard that his entire life. But yeah, I mean, contract, 500 gold, 20 gold per day additional.
Sounds fair.
We should be there and back within a week or so.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and do it.
I mean, unless you want to stay later. I've heard the island is quite beautiful. I mean, the whole reason that that professor dude's there is because apparently it's got like exotic plant life. He's a botanist.
I thought you were gonna say haunted. I don't know why I think that.
I think the only
I'm
haunted.
pretty sure it's gonna be haunted by the time we get there.
I'm pretty sure the only haunted island nearby is the one with the amusement park on it, and I think that's just because it's creepy when it's off season.
It'll be haunted the minute Max walks on.
But
Alright, well,
If anybody is to look over at Max, not only is she getting flipped off by Max, she's getting flipped off by a mage hand and also by Vic.
I respond in turn by casting Mage Hand to flip them off, and then Prestidigitation to shoot fireworks out of it. Or the appearance of fireworks.
But
alright,
yes,
so-
he is indeed the colleague of Nora that was working on the chaos mushrooms.
All right.
Excellent.
Yeah, we didn't have enough of that.
turned out just fine in the end. So, does that mean we're going by boat?
Well, I mean, the oceans are still kind of mostly frozen, some choppy areas. I've got a charter lined up with an airship.
Sounds good.
Good enough. Alright, well, sounds like a job for us. Could do with a basic job for one. Not involving crazy cults or mushrooms or whatever. I mean, I'm
Or
sure they're gonna
blowing
be
up my
more good.
parents' barn.
I had no hand in that, I'll have you. No. That was all Sal.
He was on the causeway with me when that happened. All I saw behind him was this huge explosion through the window. That said, though, I guess some half-elf dude with a mohawk like built them their own like hot spring or something while they're waiting for the supplies for the barn to be shipped in.
Hey, I mean,
Everything worked out better than expected.
Oh yeah, Pa's been loving the hot spring, man.
well, that's good.
If you ever find yourself back at my parents' farm, call beforehand, because he does it nude. I made that mistake this morning.
Ah.
Ain't no
Noted.
one want to see their parents naked.
No.
Especially when they're 400 years old. Get a little crusty around then.
Well, now we
Just
done.
grimaces.
Didn't I really need to say that?
Too many voices.
that was a flood of just noise.
A flood of noise with nobody saying anything.
All right. So when are we leaving?
Let's see here. Tomorrow morning.
All right.
All right.
My stuff ready.
Yeah. Let's throw one last big party to piss off the mayor.
I like the cut of your jib.
Let's see. Can I don't know, bring another plane of whatever the hell it was you brought last time in here?
Ugh.
But you get us on your side, Darcy. Least we can do.
What? Mumble, mumble,
You know, it's
mumble,
bad when the
Dursey.
DM says what.
It's the least we could do. I didn't hear the
Big-
first half of that sentence.
Don't
Big
worry
small
about it.
wish.
It's fine.
It was Corish.
Corish. By the end of the campaign, everybody gains Corish as a language.
Yeah, Korish is a very interesting language because you actually gain proficiency in it whenever you get drunk, but you lose it by the time you sober up.
Alright then.
So, we should probably go tell,
Neat.
Vator that we're, leaving town.
Aye. Might be a little bit hard for her to cross the the seas.
Or it might not be, I don't know.
I mean, if it's frozen, she probably doesn't have any problem, but
Jazz hands. Magic Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll join y'all. If that's okay. We can find her and let her know.
Alright.
Are y'all all going, or is it just a couple of you? Who's going to go talk to Vator?
All of us.
All of us.
Alrighty. I just need somebody to make a survival check.
Max
Nice.
high fives himself.
Add a +5 to that.
18.
Because when you go to high five the ghost, Skylar doesn't realize the ghost is there and just goes to high five him as well, so he gets Flash of Genius.
So it's like this weird three-way high five, and like Skylar's probably like, yeah, and Max and Vic are just both like,
So, it takes you a while, but you end up eventually finding her, chilling out at that really nice spring, or fresh spring water lake that the mushrooms teleported Sal to once.
Hmm.
Oh, hey, I know this place.
you know this place?
Yeah, they got some really nice water. Sal's gonna fill up these 2 empty bottles with the fresh water.
Max just kind of gives Sal a concerned look before. Anyway, hey, hang on, Vator. Hey, Sal, you're not drinking that water, are you?
Why wouldn't I?
You know, there's things in the water that can get you real sick. Like, I knew this one
Bacteria.
guy. Amoebas.
Amoebas.
Yeah, I knew a guy. He got one of them. By the time he died, they cracked open his noggin and said his brain was like cottage cheese. Don't drink that without boiling it. You'll get sick. Real sick.
Sal just looks at it. I had it before.
Yeah, what? You'll be fine. Anyway, hey, Patul.
One is not proper for drawing such conclusions, Al. Like, don't. And I'm saying that as like your doctor.
He'll be fine, probably.
Vitor, even sitting down, towers above most of you. Yes.
So, we're leaving town. Just wanted to give you a heads up on things. That way you didn't, wonder where we went.
That is good to know. Will you be coming back here?
No, we're not allowed.
I'm sure we can pass through, but
They don't want
depends
our
on where our
time, dude.
travels take us.
Then for now, I will return to my stomping grounds.
I mean, sure, you managed to track us here from Lansing, so if you ever... So you probably can find us, although we're gonna be out in the middle of the ocean. Might be trouble.
I'm sure that you'll be able to smell core.
Corius smells himself and reeks of rears back a bit. Maybe.
Max ensures that he is not downwind from core.
Core moves a little bit closer to Max.
I will find you when you return.
I feel like we're gonna be gone for too long. Can I be that much on the bloody island we're going off to? But we might just make a slight stop at the haunted amusement park or whatever. That sounds like a fun place.
She just slowly nods and stares at you.
Yeah, we don't know what he's saying either.
Is it just me or has he gotten worse?
I think it's gotten worse.
Cool, Did you drink some of that water that Sal got?
You're having.
Is that a
Speaking,
yes?
I'm sounding exactly like I did before.
Maybe we're just out of practice.
Maybe we're just out of practice.
It was a couple of weeks where he was in the hospital.
Yeah.
But yeah, you stay safe, Vitor.
She does that really creepy grin where it shows all of her fangs. And then gives you all licks.
Max scratches her behind the ear.
Be safe,
Yeah.
children.
Be safe, Wolf Mom.
Your mother does worry.
We only died a couple of times.
This is why your mother worries.
Max holds up 3 fingers. I guess we should get going then, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's get some shadow before we head off on the ship.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds like a good idea.
What he said.
Shit.
Vitor will do her vanishing trick.
You know, something tells me that's not the last we're gonna see of her.
Nah.
Probably for the better though. Anyways, we're still gonna have to find our own way back to the city now. Unless, you wanna sleep out here.
I'm fine with sleeping out here.
No, we're going back to the city. I do not want to be out in this cold.
Oh my god. You city folk are so soft.
Be nice.
Yeah, I know. You city folk. And he points to
Be
Sal,
Nice.
Abby, and then Logar.
We are going to be traveling now, which means we're not going to have a home bed.
Logar's gonna punch Sal.
Why does he
Just
put
randomly.
Why? Why are you punching Sal randomly?
You're right, soft.
The hell?
I got that well good there.
Alright, well, fine then. Back to the back to the guild.
It does not take Max as much time to safely navigate you through the forest this time.
Probably because he had footprints to follow.
Yeah,
Probably.
he just turns around and follows the group footprints back. The whole time talking about how good he is at navigating the forests.
Shut up, Max.
Don't you wish your ranger could skulk like me? Don't you? Don't you?
Had
don't
to
you?
think real long about that one, didn't ya?
Do you want another firebolt, Max?
Oh, hey, by the way, something else that that Max would have done in the downtime is he would have performed the gun bond thing on the laser gun.
On the shotgun?
Please.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Sal.
Yeah.
I know that you were real hung up about this shotgun, so yeah, he holds out the laser shotgun. You can hold on to it in case you need it.
I don't need it.
In case you need it, Sal.
I was giving it to you.
Max like shoves
I
it
did.
into his chest.
Core's
Take
gonna
it.
take it.
I did it to give you the shotgun. I literally cannot shoot that damn thing. I'll point it at somebody and I'll end up shooting all of you instead.
I'll
They'll
take it.
probably shoot behind me.
I've been shot
Ah.
before. It sucks.
I'll
I'm not-
take it.
No, you are not taking this core.
You,
How else
Skylar,
can
as
it be?
somebody who can use a gun, can have it. Maybe if I learn how to use a gun later, I'll take it. But for now, I have given it to you guys to use. I literally cannot do anything with it.
Like, I can shoot the gun.
Actually,
Ish.
don't. Didn't you swear off guns after you shot Sal?
It's me in the ass, yes.
Oh,
You
yeah.
say
like,
eyeing her with the pistol holster on her hip.
that probably Core got for her. I'm gonna. Wait, hold on. You shot Sal in the ass?
Mm-hmm. Actually,
It's just a matter of time.
Donut and
Oh my-
everything.
Sal, your friends are assholes.
Yeah, that's. I know.
Actually, now that I think about it, Core having a shotgun probably isn't a bad idea.
I've been nothing but nice. to you
No,
fuckers.
that's probably a very bad idea.
Well, Logar already has a shotgun, and what I'm thinking is if you have a shotgun, you can, whenever you're doing your monkey punchy shit, whatever it is you do, you could shoot him and do the big pew pew.
I mean, I suppose it can be used as a makeshift club, but
No, you
Already
shoot
got
them. You point the core. Core, I need you to focus for like 3 seconds, okay?
I'm
There's two
not.
there's two ends, Core. There's two ends to this gun. There's the end that you put to your shoulder, and then there's the other end where the death shoots out of. That you point that end towards the enemy.
Why are you being like this?
Did you get the tidal wave of information that I just conveyed at you?
I think I got the gist of it or something in the vein of it. Just give it to me and I'll get it out myself.
Words
Max,
said
take-
before disaster.
Max takes it, loads, holds 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Loads 10 rounds into it, and then hands it over to Core.
Core takes it, looks it over, and fires a shot into the air.
No.
I'm just trying it out. Don't worry, I didn't hit anything.
Why do I do
think.
anything nice? What?
Before he has a chance to fire another round, the gun just kind of like poofs out of existence and back into Max's hands. Never mind. God. Max then looks over at he looks over at Vic and just goes, "Sometimes I think you and I are the only two reasonable people here."
I mean, you says the one who.
You get the impression that Victor is staring at you, judging, and definitely feels like he's the only responsible person here. Because he knows
Hang on.
exactly why you were doing that.
Hang on. That wasn't meant to be an advantage. 10. I don't feel that at all.
Core, meanwhile, goes over to Sal and just throws an arm over his shoulder. Well, Sal, here, this is why you don't deny being nice with people like us. Just keep it for yourself next time.
I can't utilize it. I'm trying to give it to. If it's going to be useful to me, it's better off in your hands.
Yeah, I mean in Max's
Not
hands.
in your hands, in Max's hands.
Aye.
You guys are gonna.
And
be
now
great
he has
hands.
it back in his hands. See, everything worked out in the end. You not fuss yourself over some little bing thing like this.
Just gonna fucking.
Says, who cares if you're not hitting exactly what you're shooting at with a shotgun? It's a shotgun. It hits everything in front of us.
Look, I've already got some sort of weird magic sword with a microphone built into it.
Wait, what?
That turns
I
into
can
a
use
whip.
magic that turns into a whip.
Wait, what?
He pulls out his sword and flicks it out, and it becomes a whip.
Huh.
And he retracts it and puts it back where it belongs.
It's pretty nifty, huh?
Alright. Then I figure yeah for a whip, man, but alright. All the powers to you.
I had my suspicions.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but
Hey, I ain't judging you.
why are you all assholes?
What the hell you're on about? Look, you're the one with the whip, and I ain't judging you. That makes me the opposite of an asshole. That makes me,
He's
Abby,
not
help me
kink
out
shaming. That's all he's saying. He's not gonna kink shame.
You know what?
I believe they're making references to the sex scene known as bondage, domination, sadomasochism, and masochism.
I mean, yeah. Why do you think I like tieflings?
why dude? Why the hell again out that?
Redundancy.
Sorry. I was thinking about pancakes, sadism, and masochism.
What were you thinking about pancakes or in that statement?
I'm
like,
hungry.
your balls becoming them? What?
So that's known as CBT, or cock and ball torture, which is an aspect of a BDSM style relationship.
You get using those words, Sal.
No.
You're learning things about Max I never wanted to know.
And looks like Max is the weird whip guy here also.
Hey, Sal, you might have a partner there.
You touch me with hot whip and I'll shoot your fucking balls off.
Why the threat? Seriously, you guys need to chill out. Let's go find some pot. We'll sit around, smoke a little bit, relax. Maybe we'll be so damn angry all the time.
No.
Yeah, nah.
Skylar lights up.
Time of trauma that means I get the right to be angry.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm never angry. Logas is a punch a rabbit running in his path into the next wood.
You see,
God, are you okay?
She is Grace.
She almost did not land on her feet as she slid off of me.
Hey, Skylar,
Like, yeah,
let's go off and have a good time.
like, sure.
They're gonna go score some weed.
Hey, can I join?
Oh, we should like totally look up that guy we found in at the club.
No, I don't want whatever drugs he's selling.
Oh no, but like he might know someone. That's how it works.
He also knows we work for the Adventurer Guild. He probably isn't gonna tell us shit.
Yeah, but he knows that we know. If he knows that we know, then he just has to do what we want him to. Otherwise, the whole
you guys
intervention
figure out
would-
what another seller is, go buy stuff, alert the authorities afterwards.
It's our last day in town.
Chaotic good.
Can we try to get out of this without putting on drug charges too?
Oh, fine.
I need some really damn good drinks.
Ooh,
Margaritas.
cocktail.
Is marijuana illegal in Lansall?
It's called inspiration.
It's called
Boring,
Moco, and it's
funny.
not.
It's not illegal.
No.
Okay, well they're gonna go score some.
We stuck
You can find it at the pharmacy.
All right. They're going to the pharmacy.
Or
and
the
they're buying
herbalist
food.
if you want the good shit.
They're going to the herbalist. They're getting the good shit.
the herbalist.
Max is going back to the guild.
He needs some after dealing with you fuckers.
Sky will join. Sal. Core is gonna go back to the Adventurers Guild. He's more of a drink himself into a stupor, not smoke himself.
Loga's heading back to the office.
Yeah, Lower definitely has does more high profile stuff than weed. He's an 80s businessman. There was
He has magic
Hey,
powder in that briefcase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah.
His rage is cocaine.
Max, have you ever wondered how I get so angry? He flips open the briefcase and just like a cascade of white powder comes out. Cocaine.
Yeah, all the rage in-
I would like to rage.
It's just been, yeah, he's just been, the whole holiday spirit is just a facade. It's actually cocaine.
I mean, the holiday spirit facade works because snow.
Snow flame.
Yeah, that's snow on my lips. I'm feeling the holiday.
You seem to have some snow around your nostrils there.
I love how snow smells.
I dunked my head in it and now I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is probably our last night in Rockport.
Good.
This is fucking weird. I mean, we've only been here what, like a couple months, but still.
Couple of months? You've been here for technically 2 months,
Yeah, like I said, a couple.
but it's only
Feels-
been like 4 weeks.
Oh.
Didn't even last a month before
Nope.
getting kicked out.
Mm-mm.
Well, at least we're setting the bar low.
That's right. All of that was in like 3.5 weeks or something like that.
Well, didn't we have like at one point a week or two of downtime in between things?
Yeah. But it
Yeah.
was just one thing after another. You guys woke up, something bad happened. Woke up again, something bad happened.
That is very fair. So yeah, is this the adventuring life?
Yeah, guess so.
Ah, ain't as glamorous as some make it out to be, but hey, ain't a bad life.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I miss my bar.
Ah,
But
yeah, I'll get it back when you're welcome back in Landstill.
as long as my family's alive, that's not gonna happen, Core.
Ah, well, then we're just gonna have to unalive your parents. Problem solved. If you haven't noticed, Abby, we're kind of good at the whole unaliving thing stuff. That's why we have a beholder swinging around in the
Core.
adventures.
Core.
Yeah?
If my family disappears, the entire country's gonna know about it.
Okay, so find another country. Ain't that hard.
I mean, we're moving around. That's the important thing. We're moving around.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Could be a
Aye.
lot better too.
Aye.
Yeah, don't be a pessimist.
I mean, I feel like the precedent has been set for pessimism. I found that if I expect the worst, I get to be smug whenever it is, smug and vindicated whenever I've proven correct. And whenever I'm proven wrong, I get to be pleasantly surprised. That's not very often.
So speaking of pessimism, how long do you think before this shithole goes south when we're gone?
2 weeks.
Because we're leaving a lot of it of hanging threads here.
Fuck, headache.
I mean, to be fair, it was okay before we got here.
God.
Yeah. Although we never found out really what was about with them black-eyed children and vampire wolves
Black-eyed
out in the
children?
woods. Shut up, Core, I'm talking.
No. I want to know. Black-eyed children.
Yeah, it's a band.
Kill Max.
Sounds like a cult to me.
There was no cult involved.
Yeah, they were like in black hoods and stuff, and then there were these strange, like, faceless creatures that we took the shotgun from.
Yeah.
And or just look between the rest of you.
And then like this kid that had black
They had
eyes.
attack drones and a big fucking tag. Does that sound like a cult to you?
Could be a high-tech cult.
Techno cult. They've teamed up with the Mecha Bird.
Yeah, not to talk about the big bird that's still out there. Although I've mailed all the info I have on that to the mayor.
Oh shit, Core.
What?
What's your callaway frequency? I have one now.
He just takes it up. this. Let me. I didn't know. And Skylar just gives cores.
Cool. Thanks.
Right. But right, back to the cult thing. I was
swear
right.
there's a thought process behind that.
I was just kind of trying to get the ball rolling there.
Yeah, no, I asked you for your call weight because that's how Logar was able to find me. He traced my callway stone because it kind of got left when Max and I got kidnapped, and yeah.
Blowing bunkers, I've been out of this for a whole long time. Yeah, we're kidnapped.
Yeah. Things fucking mind controlled us, kidnapped us, and it was like being around them sapped out any kind of energy, life force, whatever. Like I watched Max wither in front of my fucking eyes and die. It was God.
Huh. Man, if they managed to get it to her, yeah, just if they're bloody children, they must have been real sneaky about that, right?
You know, I did.
Max just side eyes Abby. And then he turns to Vic. Don't you say a fucking thing.
You know, now that I think more about it, don't you find it odd that they were talking about C's house just as he was being controlled by the mushrooms?
Yeah.
Mushroom children. Moving on.
I don't know. We probably should have asked C about it.
I'm sure I'll be fine. They seem to be doing fine in the fight against the bloody demon.
Well, like I said, if so, we're probably gonna go south anyway. Although
Yeah.
I guess the mayor can handle that.
Weird optimism. Don't like it.
Well, I
Nah,
guess
I
that's
don't
on the
like-
mayor then.
They're gonna
It's
be
no problem.
okay.
Yeah, just missed the part where one of them Rockport Rangers or whatever they call them said turned into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, that was kind of a neat trick.
I think they're gonna be just fine. Unless they got, I don't know, something bigger than a Tyrannosaurus Rex that can to throw at them.
2 T-Rexes.
In stomps and Apatosaurus.
Aye, something like that, or what, I don't know, a giant shadow giant or something. There were talks about that in town for a while, weren't there?
Don't recall.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
A giant shadow or a shadow giant? What? Oh yeah, the big monster that destroyed half the ski resort.
Yes.
No one cares.
And nothing of value was lost.
But yeah.
Well, guess that's the mayor's headache then.
Yep. We get to wash our hands of Rockport and never have to worry about it ever again.
Unless
Something
you
weird
know,
with-
the mayor asks us to come back for some odd reason.
Nope. Never coming back here.
So did Alex tell us what to do with this?
No,
We take-
you
we
are
take jobs.
strong, independent adventurers
Adventure.
and can take jobs back at the
That's fair.
back in Lancel if you want to.
Ah.
You have officially outgrown the hand-holding side.
Yeah,
you are
we can,
expected to do your job now.
yeah, we can just drive around and find work.
Ah, shit. Okay.
We're gonna
That's
be the
the-
mystery gang.
That's why I got the A-Team van.
This is the season
And one of you has an
finale.
RV. I don't know which one, but one of you has an RV.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, by the way, I wanted to change. I'm gonna take the DeLorean instead of the Aston Martin. I feel it's more 80s.
Okay.
Abby wanted an Aston Martin. Damn it.
I just feel like the DeLorean is far more 80s.
I mean, we do what we're supposed to do, which is go around and adventure, take jobs like the one that we have tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have forgotten about that.
No.
I'll be
We're
like,
literally going to do that tomorrow, you know.
yeah, it's kind of like top of my mind.
Alright, I just sleep on it and get going tomorrow. And can I wait to be rid of this bloody town?
I don't think anybody's gonna argue again.
You know, honestly, I don't get why everyone's so shit on the town. It's only the mayor that's been a shithead to us so far.
Yeah, the town's been
Yeah.
great.
And I mean, kind of justifiably so.
Fair.
I mean,
To be
it's
fair, this last
it's
thing.
it was there was a lot of things that happened while you were here. It was, you know, not it was
Not totally unrelated. Mostly, but not totally.
Possibly unrelated.
Right, guess we're going to sleep.
Yep.
Yep.
Last night in the Adventurers Guild bunks.
well, cool. You have a nice, relaxing sleep.
A nice, relaxing, long rest.
I don't even know what that's like.
Dawn comes. You smell coffee and food cooking, which means Frank's already up.
Abby's alarm goes off.
Cora's already up by that point.
Yeah, Logo's up early, packing
Max
up
would
the last
probably-
thing from his office.
Abby
Cleaning
hits
up.
snooze.
Sal
Yeah,
packed
he-
up last
he's-
night, and he's sleeping in.
So on both Abby and Sal's door, you hear, well, not at the same time.
Oops, that was an accident.
Ew.
Sal's a little gassy.
You wake yourself up by accidentally Dutch ovening yourself.
Max first knocks on Abby's door quite loudly.
Whoa. What?
Wake up!
Why?
We gotta go. We're getting kicked out. Continental breakfast is ready.
Alrighty, coming down. I'm awake.
You have 10 seconds for I go in your room and carry you down.
Okay, I'm awake. Abby shuffles out groggily.
Max goes over to Sal's door and gently knock, knock, knock. Are you about done clicking shit?
So the last one I clicked once, but somehow reason it put it twice. No, because he cast that before going to sleep.
Hey, Caps, I implore you to read your spells a little bit better.
It's a
I know, it only
concentration
lasts for this.
spell for 10 minutes.
I know.
He heard a knocking and cast it.
It rolls over.
It's a ritual spell. He can cast it over the course of 10 minutes if he wants to. So as soon as snooze hits, he just casts it to get 10 minutes of guaranteed snooze.
Yep. Nah, he gets up.
Wakey wakey.
Yeah, I'm up.
You said Logar was sleeping in too?
Been up early.
Oh,
Cleaning
oh
up,
okay.
cleaning up the
Logar's
office.
always up early.
He's got to lift.
Yeah, I think
Wake up,
the
get the pump going. Otherwise, we'll be weak.
we have 3 morning people and 3 not morning people in the group.
Perfectly
Well-
balanced for maximum conflict.
Yep.
Core is always up before sunrise.
I just want to point out that out in the lobby is all of Mac's belongings. All 7 of them.
Core is probably packed by this point as well. He doesn't have a lot either.
Is everything in a trash bag?
Yes. It's in one of those black trash bags.
A contractor bag.
Yes. Just and it's like pulled together with a piece of string. Can I find me bloody bags? This will have to do.
Probably rotted away.
Possibly.
Did you have your laundry in it?
Laundry. I wear the same clothes every day.
Max is just like looking at him with his lip curled up in disgust. And then turns aside and looks at Frank. Oh, Frank, how you doing?
Abby comes out in her
Looking forward to going home to Lancel. Be nice to be back at my desk.
What, you didn't like it here?
No, it was fine. Small town life is fascinating and all, but I like the hustle and bustle of the big city.
You're allowed to say no.
I miss my bird.
You have a bird?
Yeah.
Oh, what kind?
Falcon.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Logar furiously scribble something.
It kills the pigeons near my place.
Yeah.
One does it for the mayor.
Your help around here.
What?
I mean, thanks for all of your help around here, especially like breakfast and shit.
Yep, now you guys are gonna starve to death because nobody's gonna be around to cook you food.
God, I know it's gonna suck.
Ah, we'll be fine.
Max looks insulted.
Yes, I will help you gut fish, Max.
Yeah, I know you will. You're the only one here that can do it without barfing.
Now Core looks at Max completely and very, very insulted.
Max,
I'm gonna
doesn't
punch you.
care.
I'm gonna punch her.
No, you do it. It's too early for your shit, Core.
I'm punching ya.
It's too early for Max to even put up any effort to block it. Actually, no. You know what? Fuck that. I'm not taking damage. It's too early in the day. Stop trying to hit me.
Stop saying dumb things.
Use your words. Not like Sal uses his words. That's too much.
Too many words.
Ah. If you're gonna play hide a bar, I'm just gonna dig into the breakfast before we actually head off.
Yeah, Abby's gonna stuff her fucking face with delicious homemade Frank food.
homemade Frank food.
Yeah, his sausage is the best.
Gross.
Max has a hearty breakfast.
Logan doing Chinese barbecue, burning shredded documents, and not still being outside.
No! God, sweet.
They can't prove anything. So yeah, with that, you see Frank load up his stuff into his truck and begins the long drive back to Lancel. He says he reminds you that, you know, just if he is your team operator, so if you need supplies or anything, let him know. Or any sort of like research done or whatever.
Well, be sure to keep in touch. Or something.
Still our boss.
For the hell I suppose it was.
Yeah, he's not your boss. He's just the guy who's in charge of coordinating things for you.
Gotcha. Never mind.
He's your contact back at the guild.
He's still our he's still our contact.
I believe the word you're looking for is handler.
That would be a boss.
But how much are we gonna need? We can take care of ourselves out there.
Max looks over at Core. Even with Frank around, we died. Some of us twice. I think we need all the help we can get.
Well, maybe you just need to be more careful in your life then.
You're the only one so far who's been hospitalized.
This is true. We died, but you were in a coma.
But it turned out just fine in the end.
Hey, Core, you weren't fine before we met you.
Right, so anyway, so when were Darcy gonna show up? Or were we gonna meet him somewhere?
Down at the port.
I think
Hey, we were going to meet him at the
Port.
what's it?
He didn't tell you, but it's the only place to catch an airship.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Right, can I keep him waiting for too long? As soon as everyone's gotten dressed and all.
Alright, well, as soon as everybody's done eating, we'll head out.
Is everybody done?
Yeah, think
Yep.
so.
Okay.
We are riding together, or are we gonna go in our own vehicles?
We can ride together, I'm sure.
it's kind of necessary for everyone to pull out their vehicles.
18 van.
By the way, did we did we actually go and get our land vehicle proficiency thing taken care of?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure
We just didn't RP it.
it got glossed over, and I wasn't sure if that was
No, I said we were going to just gloss over it, and we glossed over it.
okay. Cool. Yeah, Maxwell will just hitch a ride with whoever whips theirs out.
18 van.
18 van. Bum, 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 bum.
Huh. Kinda surprised you went with the whole van. It's a good look. Said I thought you'd be going straight for the sports cars.
I mean, I got one of those too.
But I figured you had to show us to have two. I figured you'd have, two.
Come on, I'm like the leader here. I gotta have something for everybody.
Sure.
You like to think that, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys would probably be in jail by now if it wasn't for me.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I ain't wrong. Anyway, let's get going.
All right, a few minutes later, you're at the various different elevators down to the port.
Kinda
De-summon
cold
your
shot,
A-team van. And down you go. Waiting for you at the bottom is Dursey.
Ooh. How's it going, Darcy?
Coffee! He's sitting there just nursing a,
Thermos?
Supernova coffee. I had to look up what we named Starbucks.
I was asking.
It's Astral Deer.
Oh. That's right, Supernova Starbursts. That's right.
Yeah.
Alright, Alright, here yet?
Yep, got here this morning.
Awesome.
So, just a quick question. What are you loading off there? Just utilities or something?
Supplies until the next shipment goes through, and like I said, we're taking Professor over there to keep track of the lighthouse, while the other guy we're bringing back to Lancer so he can go do a lecture at the Royal University.
You expecting any trouble on the way?
I always expect trouble. That's why I hired you guys.
Fair enough. Any valuable cargo or high risk?
The Professor.
Right, there was a baby sitting some egghead.
Core.
Be nice.
What?
I'm more than just some airhead. A voice
I said
calls.
egghead.
Oh, egghead. Sorry, there's a bit of an echo down here. A very dapperly dressed tiefling man. Definitely has some years on him. Walks up. He's in a brown jacket, brown pants, wearing a golf hat. Actually, I can show you guys the picture that's on his character sheet. Go to players.
Nice.
Got a walking stick and a glowing fox that's following him around.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, it gives you visually gives you off gives you all the same vibes as a certain ghost that somebody's haunted by.
Hey, look, you're haunted too.
Huh. But you're got a better shape than the other ones.
Oh, that's just Imra. She keeps me company.
We have a team, one of those ourselves.
Oh, fascinating.
Really?
Professor X Tier Tsuzumatel. I work for the guild, part of the research branch.
Logo
saying
and
is-
offer him a handshake. Logo Felwin, part of. We're gonna travel with you down south.
Oh, that's good. You seem like good company.
Yeah. I offer my hand, Abby Jones.
A pleasure, miss. A pleasure.
Max joins in and offers his hand for a handshake. Maxim Hot Adventurers Guild.
A pleasure. I've heard about the misadventures of the cavalry, as it were.
Well, they were all legitimate adventures, sir.
No, I assure you,
Nothing
everything
missed
you've
about
read-
him.
I
Except
mean,
for his
everything
shot.
it
you've
may
heard
not
is true.
it may not be in the news, but you know, stuff gets around the guild, of course.
So, what is your research?
Oh, I'm an astronomer.
Fascinating.
Are those the ones that see signs in the stars and write horoscopes in the papers?
That's what I was thinking.
Dercy's like, no, that's me. That's what I do with my magic.
Ah, wait, you're an astronomer?
No,
Legit.
I'm an astrologian.
Ain't that what I... Fucking eggheads.
You're gonna give yourself a headache, Core.
I'm already having a headache, actually.
He's gonna give us all headaches.
Oh, you are quite the lot. Yeah, unfortunately, none of the botanists were available to go take care of Ilawarian's plants and whatnot. But be nice to get away from the city lights and see the stars for how they're supposed to be seen. Even if it's only for like a week or so.
I'm sure some things is gonna fuck up and you're gonna end up stuck there for longer.
Core, why?
What? It's just force of habit at this point in time.
Corgan, get in the ship.
Pardon our friend, he hit his head really hard and has been in a coma for a while.
And what? Hit to the head, it was shrooms.
He's still recovering.
Yes, he was high on shrooms. When the accident happened, kind of taps his metal
Literally
leg.
high, floating.
Fascinating.
Max is just like maintaining a flat expression every time Core opens his mouth.
I'm afraid I didn't get to introduce myself because you were all talking over each other.
Sorry.
But just in case, you can just call me X-Tire. You don't have to do the professor, it's a model or anything like that.
I wasn't planning on it.
The professor will remember this for later.
Does anybody have any objections for me silencing him?
No.
Anybody?
No.
All right.
Don't waste your magic.
I was gonna, just give me 10 minutes. Anyways, continue.
It's okay. He puts it. X-Tire puts his hand on Core's shoulder, and you don't hear anything from Core for the next 10 minutes.
Nice.
Max's
Not for the
eyebrows.
lack of trying, mind you.
Max's eyebrows go up, and he kind of looks over at the X-Tire. I don't suppose you're looking to join any teams, cause that's handy.
I'm not really one for the adventuring per se. I mean, I work with a lot of teams because I am a field researcher, but I'm afraid I'm getting a little too old to be out there fighting things.
So, like, must have a lot of work done. Have you find anything interesting recently? And now Skydive's there. Starry-eyed.
Oh, actually, the week that I'm gonna be there, there's a once every 120 or so years, there's a comet that's gonna be passing over.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna document it. It was first
Shit.
discovered by my pap.
Oh, that sounds like awesome. Oh,
Logan kind of slowly looks to Max. Once in 100-year event, just as we happen to show up.
And
I mean,
Corius
lots
goes,
of-
told ya, but it's silent.
Max looks over at Logar. Lots of things happen once in 100 years.
Yeah, but we get to see this one.
I know, but what I'm saying is it's not that big of a deal.
What are
I mean,
you
it's
talking
a
about?
once in a lifetime opportunity, Max.
No, let me
Jesus, I-
rephrase that. It's not. It is not cause for concern, Logar. Do you know what else happens once every 100 years?
Do tell.
Of course, there's
Vortex.
something smart.
That would be cause of concern.
Is
That,
this...
that would be cause for concern.
I'm sorry about my colleague, sir.
It's fine, it's fine. Y'all are young.
Max looks over at him. I haven't heard that in years. Thank you.
No, I mean, I probably got 20, 30 years on you. You could be my son, age-wise.
Max takes off his hat, rubs the top of his head. Probably not though.
I'm imagining him with a skullet now.
No, that's pork chop.
I know, but now I'm imagining him with a skullet.
Well, I can't wait to hear more about your research.
Well, I do declare I believe we should get going to the ship before the captain leaves us behind.
Core is already halfway there. Oh, yes, Tony. So, like, what do you know about this comment and stuff?
Well, it's mostly made out of ice, although it does have deposits of, and he starts rambling on about various different elements that are within it.
Skyla is totally into this.
And
As
trying to follow is not following, most likely.
as you are walking over, Sal,
See.
you get a text message on your cowboy stone.
Whoops, that was not supposed to be an advantage. Yeah, I'm not following.
You recognize some of the minerals.
Yeah.
You have no clue what that means, though. That's significant? Eh. But yeah, Sal, you get a text on your callway.
Okay. The text says,
It's from Jelana. She says, "How you?"
he responds, he's not telling anybody, he's just looking away from them, he's just off to the side. Doing good, how about you? Heart. Smiley face, winky face.
Jesus.
He would.
She says, "Missing you."
Another heart. About to get on an airship.
Oh, cheating on me now, are you?
Oh, you never.
Just on the other girls.
Well, while this is happening, you approach the airship, and then you hear a, "Then who are you texting?" You look up. It's the Fortune Chaser. It's Jelana's ship.
I figured it was gonna be. Sal's just gonna pocket a stone and go
Not Fortune
hopping onto
Chaser,
the board.
sorry.
Like,
Fortune Seeker.
yeah. Sal gets a big dopey grin on his face and goes marching up the ship.
Is that? Actually, you know what? Let me see. Are we like close enough to see like Sal run up to?
I mean, you are all walking together,
We're all
so yeah.
walking together, so.
Okay, yeah, good point. Wait, is that
I'm coming, baby!
Sky?
What?
Look!
Okay, it's an airship, yes.
No, look at that's the girl.
Sal
Oh.
gets up to her. She lifts him up and is spinning him around.
Aw,
Really,
that's
she
That's-
exists.
well. I didn't doubt him. Like, did you?
True colors
I-
coming up, Abby. Didn't believe Sal.
I mean, I believed him, but it's one of those like you believe in the tooth fairy because you lose a tooth and you get a coin. It's like it's this thing. It's like it's the legend.
But
Abby,
like,
it's not really that big of a deal.
Skylar just looks confused. So is
Money
she
for teeth, that's stupid.
So is she like Miss Salvatore, or is it more like a casual thing?
Max
Like-
looks at Sky. She's Mrs. Salvatore. They tied the knot shortly before we left Lansing. He told me not to tell anybody, but
That was supposed to be Skylar.
Does she have a better insight than him?
Skylar is the one that with a +0.
Oh.
And she didn't have guidance on, so it's a 13.
Well, deception check.
Oh no!
Oh,
oh yeah!
No! What the shit? He didn't say anything. God, I feel like an ass.
He told me not to tell anybody, but I think it's safe
I
to
get it. I
let
get
him
it.
know now.
Keep it a secret.
So wait, was this before or after Ram the landlord?
Wait, what?
It was after. Don't. It's fine. But
Wait,
yeah.
Sal's
Yeah,
not
no.
hearing any of this. He went running off to find Jelena.
Anyway, yeah, I think it's fine to whenever they go on private contact with her to address her as Mrs. Salvatore.
Oh, sure. I wouldn't want to insult her. That would be really bad.
Well, actually, the funny thing is, Sal actually took her last name, and she took Sal's last name. It was like a tiefling exchanging ritual or something like that. I don't know.
No, it's not.
That's what he told me. I'm just going off what he told me. And
Telling a tiefling what the rituals are.
That one is not a secret ritual.
then maybe it's from wherever Sal's from. Max just kind of raises his hands off to the side and goes walking off to assist the crew in
Core, I just want Core to. Core looks at Max, knowing full well Max is full of absolute bullshit because he was there from the start.
Yep.
Just can't say anything because
That's the best part.
He kind of want to see where this is going.
Oh,
Gala just sort of skips up to the deck and Sal, like, are you gonna introduce us?
Yeah. You know that girl I was talking about before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is her.
Jelena looks over. I'm just that girl. Oh, I see how it is.
And she's gonna hold out her hand and just grab Jolana's hand and go, "Oh, it's so nice to meet you, Mr. Salvatore."
What?
She again just slowly deadpans over. What have you been telling them?
I did not say anything about us getting married to them.
Core is rolling up the side, laughing his
no,
guts.
because you didn't tell us. You just fucking told Max.
What? Oh,
Wait, hang on.
No.
Hang on. Hang on.
I'm gonna loop Sal.
Wait. Max summons Vic. And
Who are you hiding behind? What are you hiding
no. Whenever he finished the conversation, he walked off to assist with unmooring the ship.
So he's hiding below decks, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, Max told us everything. Like, I
What
could
the hell did he say?
Oh, though.
This. Like, I don't know what they're on about, honestly.
Like, I totally didn't expect you to be married, Sal. Like, I guess it sort of makes sense because you're like this dependable kind of guy after all. Even if you like do everything you can to appear as non-dependable as possible.
Wait. Hold on.
He's also
How can
great
you
with children.
that level of insight about this, but fall for it, hook, line, and sinker when Max says something stupid.
He tilts her head, and Core continues rolling around, laughing silently.
I mean, I knew you were into her, but like, wait. So
Oh wait, he has a child? You didn't tell us you had children.
I have children, not.
She has a kid. I don't have a kid. It's her kid.
I see.
She looks at you. Or so you think. I know how you playboys are.
I don't think I have any kids. I have no kids that I am aware of currently. And I would require at least a test before I would confirm it.
Abby raises an eyebrow.
Anyways, this is Jelena.
It's
Hi.
nice to meet you.
Pleasure
I'm
to meet you as
scared.
well.
I'm Abby.
Good to see you again, Captain. So, where are we bunking up? Logan says.
Well, same room as you had last time.
Uh,
So like, and Scala just goes and sort of elbows Sal in the side. It's like, you're totally gonna have to tell us the story of how you two met later.
I mean, there's really not much to tell about it. We both hate the same guy. It's a great basis to build a relationship on.
Mutual hatred feels like it'll lead to some form of, I don't know, myopic relationship down the line. But I don't know anything about that.
Don't read too much into her. She likes to see things when there aren't any.
Shalana just laughs.
Sal would just kind of sum up the story of everybody kind of meeting at first.
How episode 1 went.
Yeah, how episode 1 went.
he killed lizards.
Actually, I guess it would be episode 0 because that's when Sal met her.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess he hasn't really told them about what happened in episode 0.
No,
It was
and
never really brought up.
You were on the
The
Fortune Seeker for I think I said a week or 2 before the rest of the group joined.
Yeah. So, anyways, there I was, trying to work on this mob boss's wife, trying to get information so I can blackmail him, right? And in walks these 2 thugs. Now I somehow managed to talk my way out of that situation. But then I go running into more thugs. And a bunch of stuff happened. I dressed up as a cop. I made them think that I was looking for me. They believed it. I got on the ship. It turns out we both hate the same person. I found out because her name was written in a book of things he hates, of people he hates. That's how we decided to team up. That was it. That's how we met. And of course, I was incredibly drawn to her and her muse-like beauty.
It'll get you nowhere. The compliments.
I don't know. It's been working so far.
No, that's because you have a cute ass.
You know, it was really nice meeting you, Jelena.
She's right. I do got a cute ass.
I think you two make like a super cute couple.
Well, thank you. But I must really go get us ready to leave.
Wait, before you go, where's the kid?
Oh, she's staying with Alex for a week. There's some concert that she's really looking forward to. It's one of these musical artists she likes.
Is it Fears for Tears?
No, it's dance music. Goes by the name of DJ Carvey. Weird
Oh,
guy.
I love it.
Wears one of those like Asahi helms, you know, the samurai. He's got one
Yeah,
of those hats on, but then also wears like weird suit underneath. It's very weird getup. But he's performing. He's performing down in Lancel, so I figured she can stay with her godmother.
I did not know that information.
I mean, really, it makes sense considering Jelano works for Alex, or rather,
Right.
Alex's company that's not the Adventurers Guild.
Well, it was like really great to meet you and all. I better get settled into my cot though. I wonder how spacious they are. I've never ridden a proper airship before, not a big one like this.
You will be sorely disappointed at the size of your suites. You get the hammock.
She is right. Skyla is sorely disappointed.
Don't normally transport people. Usually just supplies.
Abby's already laying down in her hammock.
Skyla is half struggling to get into it.
Yeah, I don't think you and Cora are gonna be able to cuddle very well, huh?
We don't cuddle much. I'm just used to like beds and stuff. Rich girl, prestigious schools. She's only
Yeah.
slept in the beds her entire life.
Immediately after graduating college, gets an apprenticeship with Alex. Lives in big city.
Yep.
You know, I've never actually slept on a hammock, but I've napped on a hammock, and then they are glorious naps.
Well, I'm sure they will be as soon as I get into this thing.
Spin, splat.
Yeah, you kind of have to jump into the middle of it, or lean it back and scoot your butt into the middle and then let it swing.
All right, and she sits down in it and leans back,
No,
getting
don't
just her
lean,
back.
don't lean, don't lean. Oh God.
She's on the floor again.
She's gonna get twisted up into it.
Want me
Meanwhile,
to throw you in the
Cora's
hammock?
Core is over in his hammock, you're already snoring away.
We just got here. Logus is looking at Core. He says at least he's not talking when he's sleeping.
Soundlessly snoring away.
Max has trouble.
While you guys are getting ready to relax, one of the crew comes down. Older dwarvish man. Very, very not a very long beard like a lot of dwarves have, but more closer to, say, Dursee's. And a shorter beard.
Mhm.
So just to let you know, Captain says you're take us about 2-ish days to get there. You are expected to help, of course.
Yeah, what can I do?
Yeah, sure.
We got this right now, but just to let you know, tomorrow, just find somebody, shadow them, help them where you can.
Will do.
Well, I've never worked on an airship before. That's new.
It'll be a learning experience for you, man.
Oh, I'm a quick learner. I'm sure I got it.
Max from his bunk. Last airship I went on didn't stay in the air.
Thanks, Max.
What?
We were all on that airship, Max.
What did this airship?
Yeah, this airship.
Oh yeah, it was this airship, wasn't it?
And it did, in fact, crash into the ocean.
Excellent. Awesome. Cool.
Hey, let's see if
Well,
we can make it
fine.
100% of the time that we've been on this ship that it hits water.
Time you didn't have me and Abby.
Max,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
No.
Abby, are you like afraid of flying?
It's not the flying I'm afraid of, it's falling.
Well, I'm sure you'll be fine though.
If Max can, what was that movie? Galaxy Battles or whatever it was. Never tell me the odds.
What the hell are you talking about?
Never mind.
I believe what you are thinking of is universe fights, and the quote was, "Never tell me the odds," followed by "Punch it, Stewie." For fuck's sake, you gotta reference something, do it right. Shit.
How do you know? You can't know movies and not know what a cowboy is.
Sal says coming down below.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I think I finally figured. I did some research online. I think I finally figured out what you're talking about with the cowboy.
Oh, what are we talking about, Max?
Well, it's a common misconception, but they're actually half horse. They're called centaurs.
And you're giving me yours for being stupid.
I'll never doubt you again, Core.
Somebody should point out that clearly a cowboy would be a minotaur.
Clearly.
Just wasted oxygen at this point.
Otherwise, that you also might be thinking of a minotaur.
Like, no, we're not.
It's real big, got a head that's shaped like a ox,
Mhm.
cow, big horns. Typically, it depends if it's a boy or a girl minotaur.
But minotaurs don't wear hats.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back up and mess with Jelena.
God, no! Am I the only one around here who's getting laid?
Nope.
Clearly, you two could solve this problem.
Just look it up on a callaway stone and show him.
I don't wanna. This is way too much fun.
Are you going to try and break the illusion?
No.
No, Max needs to learn for himself. We're gonna make him watch
310 to Rockport.
Loga tried
I
that
was
already,
thinking
it didn't
Prairie
work.
stirrups.
Oh yeah, no, he fell asleep.
Fiery stirrups.
No, I was gonna get him to watch Veritable Bravery.
Why? Why not the good, the bad, and the chaotic ugly?
That's just the good, the bad, the neutral.
420.
Yeah, that's it.
Bad and the neutral.
Nailed it.
420 to you.
Yeah. Blaze it.
No, that's the stoner spinoff. I'm gonna tell you guys about the time that they we had a bunch.
Oh no.
It was the one time where we had a bunch of moose that were
Niece?
Call me.
no, no, moose is both singular and plural.
It ain't. It's the same as goose.
Yeah, exactly.
We had a moose farm where a bunch of
Moose
them
farm.
got-
Niece. Damn it.
Oh, poor being asshole.
Damn it.
You two stare at each other. There's lightning between your eyes.
Abby just cracks a smile.
It's not meese.
It is
But-
in my mind.
Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. But either way, a bunch of them got loose, and I had to hop on my horse and corral them back up. That was a good time. It's a shame there's not a job that's something like that, you know?
Yeah, it's a
You
fucking
literally just
cowboy.
described the cowboy.
It's a real shame. that Otherwise, you'd have beautiful future prospects.
Wait.
for it.
You're so delusional you don't even know that there are cattle farms.
No, I'm saying we had moose.
Yes.
Mace.
And you don't think there's any other profession that handles livestock, moose or otherwise?
Well, I mean, they're
Yes.
called ranchers if they're handling.
They're called ranches.
Yes. So there is a job for that.
Yeah, but I kind of just like the wrangling part of it, you know?
Well, shame.
Good for you. I'm not surprised.
Did you ever do like rodeos or, bull riding and things like that?
Oh yeah, we did have a bull riding thing back in Quarry. It wasn't a regular bull though, it was a vampire bull.
The fuck?
Course
Yeah.
it was a vampire. We used to have something called bull riding back in fish resorts as well, but that was just we took whichever motorcycle was in the worst state, and then we just pumped whatever kind of liquor we found into the tank, and then rode it until it exploded.
That kind of sounds like how you live your life, Core.
Oh my god, everything, it makes so much sense now.
It was kind of cool to watch. Sometimes it caught on fire, and then it was really awesome.
You didn't do it though, did you, Sky?
Oh no, I was like always on the sidelines watching and stuff.
Aha.
Because it's extremely hazardous to your better health, and you kind of have to be stupid to try it.
Hey, Core, did it ever explode whenever you were on it?
It was a close call once, but I kind of got off of it by driving it right into some bushes or something. I think I hit a rock or something. He hit a statue.
How many concussions have you had, Core?
Max looks at Skylar.
Skylar just begins counting on his fingers, and she gets to a third hand.
Oh my god, how are you alive?
I'm made of tougher stuff than that.
Apparently not tougher than mushrooms.
And he just pulls up a finger.
Is it the right one?
Believe it or not, Core knows which
He's
finger
holding
is
up his ring finger at you like menacingly.
Nah, he does the British one. 2 fingers.
Max gives him the fig.
That was me last night at D&D when I wanted to flip off Rip, but the kid was running around. I was like, no. He knows what this means.
Alright, so well, Deny need our help right now, so I guess we can just kick back and wait until takeoff.
Yep. Max pulls his hat down over his eyes. Wake me when? Never, really. Don't ever wake me up.
Wake me up
Before you go.
inside.
Abby likes the song much better.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Logar's gonna get out and help with loading the last stuff. He doesn't. They just got up, he's not really looking to getting back into bed.
Skylar's probably gonna go find a professor and chat his ears off about more
Oh,
stuff.
X-Tire is more than happy to just chit-chat with you for hours on end.
Skylar is really interested in this astronomy thing, and a little bit astrology as well.
Sal's going exactly where you think he's going.
I mean,
Right to the cabin.
Jelana's
To the
piloting the ship.
Yeah, he'll stay and hang out while he's piloting the ship.
So you have to make strength check to impress her.
No, he just has to wear his tight pants.
Yeah. He's already impressed her with his rump.
His lovely nose bumps.
All right, so Sky is chit-chatting with both Dursey and the professor, since one is astronomy and the other is astrology.
Is astrology a recognized science in this world since magic is a thing?
The fortune-telling side of it, not so much, but, I mean, Dursey casts magic through his tarot deck, so...
Okay, so Abby's actually really interested in the astrology part.
Yeah, that's how he heals people. He
Yeah.
and does all his buffs and stuff that he did during the Kathoga fight.
Does he have one of those cool Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual discs?
No, he's just got a deck of cards and shuffles it.
Time.
And, you know, it's the heart of the cards thing. He pulls a card and then it has a random effect.
You're not convincing us that it's not Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, I wasn't saying it wasn't Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm saying he doesn't have
If
a
he
dual
was a
disc.
summoner, it could be.
It's tarot.
I believe it's pronounced tarot.
No, it's Tarot.
I thought it was Borat.
No, the T is silent, it's Arrot.
Oh yeah, he's right.
Tarot.
Oh,
Yeah, just Core enters a state of suspended animation until someone calls on him.
So, on a mechanics side of things, Abby and Sky learned that the professor is an arcanist. It actually has several different magical things that are very similar to how the new things that Sal's picked up on
Mm-hmm.
with his leadership points.
Ah,
He has stuff he can do that's similar to that. Not quite the same. You do learn that Imra is not actually a ghost, but is a fake creature that he summons from across the plains.
is his beard actually blue, or is this just a lighting?
No, his skin's kind of a purplish blue. His hair's salt and pepper, but instead of black, it's dark blue.
Ah, and the horns are blue as well, I take it.
Yes. And then on Darcy's side of things, he groups his cards up with how his deck of 60 works. There's 10 cards per 6 categories. Each one of the categories when he's casting has a different effect. Some heal, some give you extra attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all the will of the stars, i.e. it's RNGesus.
RNGesus.
All right. Well, before we head into actual journey and whatnot, I think now would be a good time to call it. It is getting,
It's 9 o'clock, yeah.
yeah, on the late side. And we can start off with actually leaving next week.
No. We're leaving now, and that's the season finale.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got on the boat.
Got on the boat. Time to stop playing this campaign for a few months.
Like ship takes off, everyone is up on deck, standing and looking towards the horizon as the credits roll, and that's the season finale.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh
dun,
no!
dun.
No! Stop!
Every-
Kill the feed! Kill the feed!
The sun is rising, the ship is sailing off into the horizon, and then you get the news from Fox that your show has been canceled in season 2.
Fucking Nickelodeon.
And then the credits stop, and just a bullet shot, then another bullet shot, and then a bunch of bullet shot, and suddenly we get their ranking on this arc.
And then Jonas Don't Stop Believing starts playing.
Of course. So yeah, how much secrets did we miss during the rock part?
I don't want to know, actually.
How much prep work did you make that we completely circumvented?
No, I managed to convince you to go exactly where I wanted you to go.
Oh, that's new.
You played right into my hands.
We activated every trap card.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't get to the Laser Funland or the King on the Mountain thing, but
Oh, man.
those can still happen later.
Okay, good.
They can happen when you return to Rockport. But yes, it's going to take you approximately 32 hours to fly from Rockport to Lantern Isle.
Plenty of time to get ambushed.
Yep.
Oh, I should turn on the end title screen. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I was gonna look something up, and I forgot.
Good night, stream.
Good night.
Right.